Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show.
What's going on, Canes fans? How y'all doing on this Friday night before the Miami versus Clemson game? I have to fill you guys in real quick and just let you know why I was laughing. Your boy Coop needs to buy some new clothes, I think, man, because looking at that intro, I have like 3 outfits. Like, literally, I'm wearing the exact same getup that I was wearing when we brought on Lance Leggett, T2Y, Xavier Restrepo, and Andy Borregales. I have like 4 shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, a couple of pieces of my merch, and that's literally it. And I just rotate that stuff every single day. Like, what the heck, man? I got to go clothes shopping or something, man, but I hate that. I hate clothes shopping, man. Maybe for Black Friday. Maybe for Black Friday. I'm gonna send you some hoodies, Coop. I could probably wear them, Melissa. We could probably hoodie swap. They would probably fit. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you guys here tonight, bright and early for the stream. We got Jordan in the building, Rob Dukes. We got Jorge. We got Matthew. We got Nick 305 Canes. We got Jake Greenberg. We got Crip in the building. What's up, Crip? We got Spiratrix, Canes Football Talk, Phil B. We got Jake. We got Brian. We got Bran. We got Brian and Bran. We got Bobby Samarco. Who else we got? Who else we got? I see IMAX up there. I see Eldon Lord Raiden, North Kentucky Canes, Troy Herring. Hey, I see Glenn Guerra. What's up, Glenn? Who else? Rocky McMillan. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you guys. Who was here real early?
Sorry, your helmet.
Rocky and Jordan. Hey, what's going on, Eric? Let me, once again, Eric, as usual, Coop had to correct the robot lady. Eric kicking this thing off with a $2 dono. Appreciate you, Eric. Ellen, Lewis Lee, for the 419. It's good to see all you guys. Really good to see everybody. I'm pumped and excited for the stream tonight because, man, there's a lot to talk about. There's a whole lot to talk about. I mean, this is the Clemson game. I'm actually, can I tell you guys something? I'm actually surprised at how many Miami fans are predicting a victory tomorrow. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way, okay? I need people to call in. Let me just ask you in the chat real quick. Convince me that Miami has a chance tomorrow. Now you can call in and also tell me, but I'm predicting 34-17 victory for Clemson, and I'm actually being pretty generous to Miami right here. Convince me that, I'm not saying convince me that Miami wins. I'm saying convince me that Miami even has a chance tomorrow afternoon. Now, I understand that it's any given Saturday. I'm that guy that says, do not say never, because anything could happen. Anything honestly could happen. But I am sorry, I am not confident going into tomorrow's game. Look at Clemson's D-line versus our depleted O-line. Look at the amount of talent that they've been stacking and developing for far longer than we have. Look at, here's another argument. We have so many guys that are planning on hitting the portal in 2 weeks. How many of those guys are not going to be locked in for this game? Let that sink in and think about it. We're talking about 20-plus players on our roster not being here in 2 weeks. But we're also talking about them being locked in for Clemson and getting a win on the road in Death Valley.
Hoping to witness a miracle.
This is what it takes.
I don't think you can convince me that we stand a chance tomorrow. I'm sorry.
What up, y'all? Shout out from Tatertown. Howard's Pebble will be in the POSCSSION of a Miami fan before tomorrow night is over.
Leave it to Slim Shady Cage to crack me up early in the stream, man. I didn't know it was going to be negative right out of the gate. You guys probably weren't expecting it to be negative either. I am sorry. I am taking the very realistic approach to this game, and I will not say never, but I do not think Miami can win this game. I'm just being straight up, being honest with you guys right out of the gate in this stream. We'll discuss it more in depth as we take phone calls and we get into it. Miami Dolphins 79 coming through with the 5, said headed to the game tomorrow, hoping to witness a miracle. Now, I will say, first off, Miami Dolphins 79, thank you for the love. Second off, I would definitely be jealous if you got to go to Miami versus Clemson in Death Valley and Miami pulled out the dub. Oh, man, what a crazy, wild ride that would be. So, hey, thank you for the love and enjoy the vibe and the atmosphere before kickoff. Slim Shady Canes, also thank you for the 5. You're there with what? Traveling Fools. Who else is in your group, Slim Shady? You, Traveling Fools, Pigskin Pete. Pigskin Pete, I think, is there with you guys, who was my guest picker for my preview video, and a couple of other people, right? I think you guys got some other people rolling in with you. So, hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the love, man. I'll sit Slim Shady and Miami Dolphins 79 up on top of the board here in just a moment. Convince me that Miami stands a chance. I'm going to wait. Convince me, tell me how and why, other than the any given Saturday argument. Because here's the thing. I am confident in Jakari. I like that dude. But you have to remember that Jakari Brown is a true freshman, guys. If he does, in fact, start tomorrow, which I think is the right decision, he's going to make some true freshman mistakes. And if it is going to happen, tomorrow is absolutely when it will happen against Clemson's defense. I'm not saying Clemson is unbeatable. I'm just saying I need somebody to give me some reasons other than any given Saturday. There are confident Canes fans on Twitter, and I love that. I'm not knocking you for being positive and confident. I'm just saying, give me a reason. Give me a reason. And maybe most of us are on the same page in my small little slice of community here, possibly. But let me see. I'm going to put Slim Shady and Miami Dolphins up on top of the board, and then I want to read some responses. I want to see what you guys have to say. I got 34-17 Clemson victory. Man, it'd be great to be wrong. Boy, it'd be great to be wrong, man. But my biggest argument against it is, again, the stacking and developing talent for far longer than us. That they have guys, they have a lot of future first-round NFL draft picks sprinkled in defensively. And, again, I just don't think we have enough guys that will be locked in mentally.
This is what it takes.
Like I keep saying,
Where are you?
man, 20 plus of these guys are already checked out.
Gotta play those freshmen. Those are the guys who want to play and give it their all. Anything is possible.
Glenn, that is true that you play the young, hungry guys that you believe are sticking it out, staying at Miami, and those guys will come out and compete. They're going to make a lot of mistakes because they're young. It's tough to kind of throw them to the wolves like this, but that would give you your best chance. I absolutely agree, 100%. Glenn Guerra actually taking over the board. Thank you so much for the $9.99, Glenn. I agree. Again, I think that makes the most sense. I just want to make sure that Canes fans know that there's a good chance
To where to you?
that Jacuzzi makes some mistakes in
Canes
this one.
win if Clemson starts their band.
Melissa, I'm not supposed to laugh at that, but I don't know what else to say. Melissa, thank you for the $1.99. Okay, Melissa kicking it off. Canes win if Clemson starts their band. Thank you for the $2, Melissa. I'm going to read the responses. Let me read the responses here. Okay. Jakari, bro. Listen, I'm a huge fan of Jakari. Jakari is the right call to start this game. Again, he is a true freshman, though. He's a true freshman. We can get DJ in trouble. We could. I would love to force Clemson into a QB hokey pokey situation. Maybe DJ comes out, he struggles early for whatever reason. He's not very consistent, right? He lacks accuracy at times. They decide to throw in Cade. Maybe they do that where, didn't they throw in Cade against Notre Dame or in another game and he threw an interception and they put DJ back in? I mean, I would love to see a scenario like that. Spiratric says Clemson could take y'all lightly and y'all could pull it off. Okay. I'm actually looking. I want to see. No chance we win tomorrow. Is Parrish available? I have actually not heard an update on Parrish, Jordan. But we're going to talk about the running back room because, yes, as we all know, Thad Franklin did announce he's hitting the portal. I recorded a video, but it's going up after the stream.
Hope you're having a great night. How is the fam?
Nick Pauly coming in like the madman, the crazy dude that he is with the big fat $49.99. Man, we're better than ever, Nick Pauly. Very blessed and excited to get to spend time with family with Thanksgiving coming up next week, right? So I hope that you guys, you and your wife and your entire family, Nick Pauly, have been doing better than ever. Hope you guys are healing up, staying safe, staying healthy. Man, Nick Pauly, thank you so much, man. Nick Pauly, guys, Nick Pauly is the reason that the $500 score prediction contest has happened. Nick Pauly is a big reason why the lights are still on. So I appreciate you so much, Nick Pauly. Let me know how you and your wife have been doing for real, though. Please update me and let me know in the comments. I know we've been texting back and forth, but let me know because we're right here. We're one-on-one right now, man. Thank you for the love, bro, for real. Freshmen will perform again this week, like you said last week. So freshmen you're talking about for the Canes, right, them Canes? You're talking about the young players. Jordan says we got Lucius. We do. And I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about some of the big storylines going into this game in just a moment. Brian says, honestly, can't convince you, but there's always hope. I mean, there is. Pete, Traveling Fools. Oh, Huffer Billy Paul is joining you guys. Huffer Billy Paul is a good dude. He's a really good dude. What's up, Derek Jenkins? Appreciate you, man. Our curse is over? Wait. What, you talking about the touchdown curse? Is that what you're talking about? We're going to start breaking down the game here in just a moment. They may get distracted by the cheerleaders. Okay. I like the way Ellen thinks. All right. In college football, you could 100% win games with a QB like Jakari that has wheels. And I do think he will make an impact. I do.
This is what it takes to wear the U
on
the side of your helmet.
Melissa, you have a secret
It's
lover
gonna give the
in the
guys
chat.
that momentum that they need and spark once we force some turnovers on Clemson. Yeah, Clemson only has one loss, but they haven't looked great.
No, okay. Glenn, let's talk, Glenn. Thank you for another $9.99. I appreciate the love. You're right. Clemson only has one loss. They haven't looked great, but they've looked good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, they struggled against Notre Dame, but Clemson is 9-1. They're 7-0 in the ACC. For the most part, they know how to finish. They know how to get it done. Just again, take the one game away, right, against Notre Dame. Y'all are gonna have to hit me with something more than that to convince me. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to hit me with more than that to convince me. Thank you for the $9.99, Glenn. I appreciate you. We're gonna party like it's 1998. I hope so. Doing better, brother. Good deal. We're heading down to South Florida Sunday to spend time with fam for the holidays. Let's go, Nick Pauly. I'm jealous because I would love to be down in South Florida. It has been regularly 20-something degrees here in East Tennessee every night. It's been in the 20s. The 20s, man. Melissa, and you bring up the perfect point, the point I'm trying to make. This is why I need to surround myself with smart people like you guys, because you always word things in a way that makes much more sense. Melissa says, I don't think people are doubting Jakari Brown's talent. Absolutely not. We are not doubting his talent. But listen to what else Melissa has to say. It's the fact he's a true freshman starting his second game ever, and it's at Death Valley. Maybe he comes out and shines. Maybe dude absolutely just has ice in his veins, and he comes out and solidifies his starting role as the quarterback for the University of Miami. Maybe Jakari comes out, we get the win against Clemson, and TVD and Jake are both looking at each other like, yeah, and I love TVD. I love Jake. But I'm just saying that if Miami comes out and plays a lot of young dudes, one of those being Jakari, and they found a way to beat a 9-1 Clemson Tigers in Death Valley, you lock that up, bro. You lock that position up, man. 26 degrees today in Alabama. Too cold. Way too cold, Kyle. Man. Gonna time travel and kidnap the 2001 squad to play tomorrow at Clemson. All right, so let's talk about a couple things, man. Let me go ahead and get the Thad stuff out of the way because so many people are going to be asking me if I heard the Thad Franklin news, and I did. I recorded a video about it, but it's not going up until after this stream. So we can go ahead and talk about it in the stream for a moment. Was anybody surprised that Thad Franklin announced he's hitting the transfer portal? I will say this. If you are a regular viewer on this channel, you would not be surprised because I posted a video 2 days ago talking about the fact that Thad Franklin did walk out of practice. We all know that Don Chaney Jr. has missed the entire season. He apparently practiced at full speed this week and was getting reps ahead of Thad Franklin. Thad Franklin, I'm just going to be honest, pouts a little bit, walks out of practice, and then 2 days later announces that he's hitting the transfer portal. Now, I try to provide constructive criticism. It's typically out of love, but these are can I just be blunt, guys? These are the types of players that we are saying absolutely do need to go find somewhere else to play. I am a fan of Thad. I hope that he's successful wherever he goes. But we can't have guys walking out of practice out of frustration. And I do understand why he's frustrated. The dude's been at Miami for 2 years. Probably feels like he wasn't really utilized correctly. Didn't get a lot of play time. We felt like he popped off in the spring. And then after like week 3, his snaps just got lower and lower, just less and less and less. However, this is part of that turnover. This is part of that culture change, that rebuild. And these are going to be guys that are going to be hitting the portal. And it just is what it is. And then what I want to ask you guys, I'm reading the comments. Tell me this. With Mario's comments about come pick up your kids if you're not happy with their playing time, please take a second before you answer this. Is Mario being too harsh? Yes or no? And let me, I want you to think about it. And let me explain why I feel the need to ask this. I do not think he's being too harsh. Absolutely not. That mindset, that is what we've been missing here at the University of Miami. Someone who comes in and is an actual coach, provides criticism, and it helps these guys be better men on and off the field, and it helps them become better football players. If you can't take that, go play somewhere else. Because it's going to be more of the same if you want to go play for a good football program. If you think you're going to transfer from Miami because you were mad that somebody was upset with you and then you go to Alabama, bro, Nick Saban is going to rip into you as you step out of the car, man. When you step off the plane, Nick Saban's going to be in your rear. So I don't know what you're expecting when you go somewhere else. So what my point here is that there are Canes fans that believe, go to the cesspool that is Twitter, go to the Facebook groups, that believe that Mario is destroying this program because so many players are about to hit the transfer portal. They are saying that Mario is scaring away current good players and potential recruits with him being this harsh and with his comments. So how do we feel about that? Because I'm sorry, you got to weed those guys out. And if it means that we got to come out and play next year with 35 players, then so freaking be it until we build up a roster full of guys who want to play, that have heart, that are dogs, that can take constructive criticism and become better football players. Now, what do you guys say? Hit me with the honest truth, because I'm telling you, I've had people DM me that tell me, Coop, Mario is destroying this squad by being this harsh.
Miami gonna need a pickup lane. Come get yo, kid.
That's the thing, Melissa. That's what I'm saying. It's not me hating on these guys. I hope they can go be successful somewhere else. They're human beings too. I want them to succeed in life, just like I want each of you to succeed in life. But, bro, if you can't take the criticism and you want to whine and pout and hang your head, do not play at the University of Miami. Period. And it's going to take, see, what we've done is we keep bringing guys in, and it's more of the same.
This is what it takes.
Right? It's like we thought we were starting over, but we weren't
helmet.
with previous coaches.
You gotta earn that spot, and obviously he wasn't doing what it takes. I'm ready to see Chaney full speed, dude. I respect Rooster too.
Thank you, Glenn. Glenn, very well said. Very well said, Glenn. Standing ovation. Glenn, thank you for the $4.99. I agree. You got to earn it. I mean, if Chaney came in and he was getting reps ahead of Thad, that's probably for a reason. Not because Thad's not a good football player, but, you know, these coaches, they're evaluating these guys. You know what I mean? So, hey, let me go over and take a quick look at it here, and I'll show you guys his official statement. I cover this in my video that's going up after this stream, but let's take a quick look at it while we're live, you know, for the heck of it. So here's Thad's official statement in case you missed it. And actually, yeah, we'll read this and then I'll look at your guys' responses. Growing up in South Florida, I have been a diehard Canes fan my whole life. I grew up dreaming to hit the field in orange and green. I was honored to have the opportunity to be a Miami Hurricane and represent them on the gridiron. I am thankful for the opportunity and will always cherish my time at the U. However, my time at the University of Miami has come to an end. I will be entering the transfer portal in an effort to continue pursuing my dreams. I want to thank my coaches, my teammates, and everyone associated with the program for allowing me to grow and make friendships, relationships, and memories there. You will truly be missed. I want to thank the Hurricane fans for embracing me and for all the love you have shown me in my time there. I will always be a Cane at heart. And I do agree that Thad is one of those guys who actually had an opportunity to play at his dream school. And I think that sometimes people forget that a lot of these guys, their dream school was not Miami. And not every player gets the opportunity to play for their dream school. Some of these guys playing here dreamed of going to USC. Some of them dreamed of going to Georgia or Alabama, and they might not have received that offer, or maybe even if they did, it didn't make sense at the time for them to go there. That is where you have to do what's best for you, and you're thinking about your future, where you might get playing time, where there is a scheme that you fit in. And that's where we talk about a lot of this turnover with this roster. Isn't even necessarily guys that might not want to even be at Miami anymore. It might be because they don't fit the scheme and they don't feel like they have a future here any longer. And that's why I don't hate on the dudes. But I'm just saying, if you don't want to be here any longer, you would not want a guy who doesn't want to be here playing on the football field wearing the orange and green. Because if they don't want to be here, they're not giving 100% every single down, every quarter. Think about that. And that's another reason why I said I'm a little worried about the Clemson game. Because if it is in fact true that 20-plus players are going to transfer, so many of those guys, hopefully their competitiveness kicks in anyways. But they're checked out, bro. They're planning on going to another squad. They're going to announce that they're hitting the portal this week, next week, the week after, whenever that may be. So it's hard for you guys. It's hard for me to believe that we're going to come out and handle a Clemson team when we're not locked in. We're not a unit. We're not together. We can play a lot of those young guys, but they're inexperienced, the guys that are locked in. So I'm just saying. Now, Keyshawn Smith also is not traveling to the Clemson game. I feel like we know what that probably means. I'm a big fan of K5. Obviously, Gloria might even be watching right now, guys, his mother. Gloria is a fan of the channel. She's a Miami Hurricanes fan, and we had her on the show early on in the year, and I messaged Gloria. She could tell you guys. I messaged Gloria like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, when all the, the drama was going down with Keyshawn Smith. And I said, hey, nothing but love. You guys do what you need, what you feel like is best. Tell Keyshawn, I hope that, he does what he feels like is best for him. And that's the way that I will always approach it. But with him not traveling to Clemson, I do feel like that might be coming up very soon. Just being honest. And I agree, John. John says if you walk out of practice, sayonara. I agree. I 100% agree with that. These are men. We don't need soft players. I agree. You can't handle the truth with Coop and Melissa. New show named Coop. I know, right? Can't handle the truth, man. People don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it, bro. So yeah, Thad hitting the portal, the portal, and of course GB3 hit the portal the other night as well. So let's jump over. Also, let's get into the Clemson game a little bit, man. Y'all are popping off tonight. Like, I am loving this. Let me go check. Were you guys agreeing with Mario being that harsh? I know Melissa agrees. What's up, Brandon Frick? Good to see you, man. Okay, Robert doesn't think he's being too harsh. Workforce doesn't think he's being too harsh. Dim Canes 01 says that's big dog talk. I agree. DP Buck says that's what we need. Bobby says not at all. D'Lo says Mario's not even harsh enough. Okay. Ellen says heck no. IMAX no. Rocky heck no. Jordan loves it. Okay, so most of us are in agreement. Well, let me tell you, there are some Canes fans that are not in agreement. There are Canes fans that feel like we do need to baby the players because, again, their argument was Mario is scaring off potential recruits. I have never heard something so crazy in my entire flipping life.
It's like someone quitting a job you ain't gonna give it your all anymore since you got other plans.
And that's my argument, Glenn. Glenn, I think we're on the same page with this. I think we're 100% on the same page, Glenn. They've already quit the team. You're going through the motions at that point. You want to continue to, work on your body. You want to lift the weights. You might want to pad your stats a little bit because you're going to be contacting places about transferring to them, starting December 5th. You're done. You checked out. So I don't know, man. Thank you for another 5, Glenn. Appreciate the love tonight, bro. Let's take a look over here at the weather report for Clemson tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. kickoff. By the way, this game is going to be on ESPN. Wait. This game is on ESPN, guys, not Bally Sports Media.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Can I hit it one more time? For those of you who are in the back that missed what I said, tomorrow's game is on ESPN, not Bally Sports Media.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Thank freaking goodness, man. We can actually watch the game and not get caught in a 20-minute commercial purgatory. That was absolutely terrible. Doesn't get any worse than that. So the weather report for tomorrow, this is South Carolina, so probably going to be a little bit chilly, a little bit nippy. But let's see. Let's find out. 3:30 p.m. kickoff. Actually, not bad, y'all. This is probably perfect football weather. 55 degrees, partly cloudy, a little windy, 10-mile-per-hour wind, but 0% chance of precipitation all the way through the entire game. Mid-50s, partly cloudy, little bit of wind, no rain. Absolutely freaking love it. I love that, man. It's cold AF here right now. It's cold AF here in Tennessee, Brandon. I hate it. As far as uniform combo goes, there has been no official announcement. If Miami does do the Miami Nights, that would happen against Pitt because they did announce an 8 p.m. kickoff next week against Pitt to close out the season at Hard Rock. If I had to take a wild guess, orange over white. Mario is a traditional guy. We wore orange over white against Georgia Tech, and that was at Bobby Dodd Stadium. Orange over white probably makes the most sense if I had to guess. If we're talking about a couple briefly here before I open up the phone lines, a couple of big storylines going into this game. Would number one be, does Don Chaney Jr. get any snaps in this game? He practiced at full speed this week. He literally got reps ahead of Thad, which pissed Thad off, and he transferred. Does Don Chaney Jr. get any snaps? If he does, will it be limited snaps? I mean, the dude hasn't played a football game all year. But many Canes fans believe that Don Chaney Jr. is our most complete back. And I do think that if he had a good week of practice, I think he should be on a limited snap count. But I do think that Don Chaney Jr. should get some burn in this game. I do think that it would be important. And I actually think that he could make an impact. honest to goodness, I really think that Chaney could have an impact in this game, even if he was on a limited snap count. White tops, orange bottoms? Did you see that somewhere? Or white tops, orange bottom? Are you sure it's not flipped? Maybe they announced something and I didn't see it. I don't know. So that'll be one story going into the game. The other story would be, does Jakari start? I think the answer to that question is probably an obvious yes. Again, I think that they're being hush-hush about TVD's injury, but I think it's pretty significant. Jake kind of had multiple opportunities and didn't make the most of it. I don't think that you can put Jakari in against Georgia Tech, get a win, end the scoring drought, and then turn around and pull him for this game. I just don't think that from any standpoint that makes sense. I mean, who would you guys want to start? Like, let me just ask you, let's assume that they say Tyler Van Dyke is 100%.
To where to you?
Who would you want to start at the quarterback position?
If the new recruits are scared of Mario, then don't come here.
Bingo.
I don't care if they're 5 or 4 stars.
Bingo.
We're also building a championship state of mind.
Let's go,
This is what
D-Lo.
it take. To where to you?
Exactly.
On the side of your helmet.
Tomorrow we're going to give the Mario lead Miami team that Al Golden treatment. If you know, go Tigers 42-3.
Unfortunately, don't kill me, I'm just a vibe. Thank you for the 5. Unfortunately, I'm in a similar boat as you. I do not foresee a victory tomorrow. I'll be happy if Miami can score 2 touchdowns. That would make me feel a little better. But I do not think Miami can win tomorrow. And Gaines fans are not that happy with me overall. But I do have to agree, I don't think we get a dub. Thank you for the 5, man. And D-Lo, thank you for the 5. Very well said. If new recruits are scared of Mario, don't come here. It's as simple as that, period. So who do you guys want to start tomorrow? Because I'm seeing a lot of people say Tyler Van Dyke. I'm seeing people say Jake. I just don't think it makes sense to pull Jakari, y'all. How can you honestly say I know he's a true freshman. I get it. And I keep telling y'all that he's going to make some mistakes, and the big mistakes are probably going to happen this week against Clemson's defense. But how can you take the guy that everybody rallied around, that put up 35 points, yes, against a bad Georgia Tech team, but we weren't putting up touchdowns against bad football teams, period. You finally get a win, and then you pull him? Like this, if we're thinking about the future, guys, because I still think that Tyler Van Dyke and Jake Garcia transfer. I know y'all hate me for that opinion, but that's just how I feel. If you're thinking future, this would be very valuable snaps for a young guy. In a hostile environment against a pretty darn good football team, I think you got to play Jakari here. I think you do. Is TVD 100%? This coaching staff is going to say he is, but I don't think that he is. And I don't have inside info. I don't think so. We got Coach Hayes in the building. What's Coach Hayes think? What's my man Coach Hayes got to say? Miami 45, Clemson 3. Book it. Coop, send me my money. Run that cash. No. Hayes. Coach Hayes, look, man. Who was it I was talking to that said they removed all the Kool-Aid from their house? It might not have been you. Listen, Coach Hayes, I think somebody sprinkled some Kool-Aid powder in that cane juice, bro. I know you're memeing. I know you're trolling. Somebody put some Kool-Aid powder in that cane juice, Hayes. Ain't no freaking way. I can tell you one thing very confidently. I would love to give you this $500, Coach Hayes, but with a score prediction like that, it definitely ain't going to you, my man. Hey, we're about to open up the phone lines, guys. We are going to take phone calls tonight, and you guys can give your score prediction. If you get it right, you do win $500 cash. No gimmicks, no strings attached, nothing like that. This is courtesy of Nick Polly, who is in the chat. He's actually right here above my head. You definitely want to call in, enter for that. But we can also openly discuss the transfer portal stuff with Thad and with GB3 and potential other guys that are going to hit it. And just discuss Miami football in general. One last thing I do want to mention before we open it up. Let a brother hold something. Hey, I got a crisp $5 bill in my wallet that I will slide your way, Coach Hayes. That thing's new, like fresh off the press, just printed. Nice and crispy. But I do want to see if Frank Ladson makes an impact. You guys remember that we picked up Frank Ladson from Clemson, right? Does he come out with a vengeance in this game and have an impact? His season so far this year has been up and down. There's been a couple of games he's popped off, and then the rest of the season he's been relatively quiet. So we shall see. I'm about to open up the phone lines, y'all. 865-229-4131. You already saw my score prediction. You already know how I feel about this game. 34-17 Miami. Now, come on, Coach Hayes. Come on, Coach. You know this is more realistic, right? I think this is – Coach Hayes doesn't like to give score predictions, and I respect him for that. It's probably the smarter thing to do, honestly. I probably should have never got into giving score predictions because all it's ever done is bite me in the butt, 100%. But, yeah, hopefully Ladson does. How can you reach me on Twitter? My Twitter handle is @TheCoachCoop. @TheCoachCoop. Yeah, man, let's just not get boat raced. Let's not get our doors blown off. Let's not get mollywopped. Let's not get curb stomped. Like, could those things not happen to us tomorrow afternoon? If Miami comes out and plays a lot of the young guys, Jakari comes out and starts. If we can keep it within 2 touchdowns, bro, what is the spread for this game? 19 points? If Miami can keep this game within 19 points, I'll be happy. Keep it 14, 2 touchdowns. I'll be ecstatic, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm being 100% real. And I do not hate you guys for being positive and optimistic. I mean, hey, I wish I could be that way sometimes. Stop Shipley. Shipley's going to be tough to stop, man. He's a physical downhill runner. I think he's averaging like 5 or 6 yards after contact. Shipley's a hard runner, man. And who's their second back? He actually complements Shipley pretty well. Mufasa? I can't remember his name. Mufasa? I don't know. It's something like that. But he's a pretty good back too, honestly. Let me get the phone lines open up, guys. Heard Clemson is pissed off. I'd say so. After losing to the Leprechauns, I'd be pissed off too. Jeez, man. Me too. And I need y'all to help me out tonight. If somebody can tell me who is going to win the national championship so I can put some money on them. Just don't tell me Georgia because there's no money in that one. Tell me like Tennessee, Michigan. Tell me TCU pulls off a miracle. Anybody but Georgia, and definitely not Ohio State because Cypher's in here and we definitely don't like Ohio State either way. So do not tell me Ohio State's going to win it. Who wins it? Because I'm dropping some money tonight on somebody that's not Georgia. I want to see. Be real, be honest, because you guys know that Ohio State and Michigan have to play next week, right? One of those 2 teams is out of it. Michigan and Ohio State are going to face off.
This is what it takes.
LSU has to play Georgia in the SEC championship. What if Georgia loses?
I feel like Mario is doing a great job by showing the players discipline.
Yep.
There's no need to baby the damn players.
Bingo.
You don't see Saban and Kirby being nice.
Nope.
Score tomorrow is 21-37 Miami.
Whoa, Glenn! Whoa! Wait a minute, Glenn. Wait a minute, Glenn. You lost me at the end there. Everything was Mario's doing a great job, discipline. No need to baby the players. Saban and Kirby not being nice. Am I looking at... Hold up. That number's really small on my screen. The 21-37. Did your phone autocorrect, Glenn? Glenn, did your... That says Miami at the end of it, Glenn. I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right, man. But whoo! 37 against Clemson? Okay, bro. Man. Somebody check on my man Glenn. I appreciate the $9.99, Glenn. I'm whew, okay. Mufasa, it's something like that, Cypher. Mufasa something, I don't know. Let me see your picks for the national championship, and then I'm opening up the phone line. Obviously, the big payout would be TCU. TCU is like plus 1,600, plus 1,800. Hold up, I'm about to pull up FanDuel on stream. I'm not even playing. Hold on, give me a second. I'm not going to log into my account or anything, but let's just see. Who do they got for the picks right here? I don't know why I like doing this. It's such a waste of money. Georgia is at minus 125, so there's not really any money there. Ohio State is at plus 250. This is odds to win the national championship. I do this every year. I pick a team a couple of weeks before the college football playoffs and put some money on a potential team to win the national championship. Michigan is at plus 700. Look at Tennessee or TCU at plus 3,000, man. Like, if you were to drop, I'm just saying, I don't think it's TCU, okay? You guys think it's TCU? Bro, I don't. If TCU won a national championship and you were to put $100 on them right now, I know you guys can do the math. It's plus 3,000. You're walking away with $3,000, bro. Bro, like if you want to put some money on somebody, I'm not telling you guys to go bet. I'm just telling you right now is the time to do it before the teams are actually chosen. What if LSU finds a way to beat Georgia in the SEC championship? Would LSU leapfrog and end up in the playoffs? Like, bro, okay, what if, listen. Ohio State and Michigan both have to play. Okay, that means one of them loses. LSU beats Georgia in the SEC championship. But then where does that put Tennessee? Because Tennessee's only loss is to Georgia. Bro, this could get crazy. Y'all, ain't no way North Carolina, man. Look at them, bro. Plus 10,000.
This is what it takes to wear the U.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Keep up the good work, Co-op.
Oh, that got a laugh out of me. Imagine Mac Brown in North Carolina beating Clemson in the ACC championship game. What would that do? A one-loss North Carolina? No way. Nah. Nah. Wait a minute. Hey, my man, Chris Gaffney, tying the top spot on the board with my man Nick Polly. Chris says, keep up the good work, Co-op. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate the love so freaking very much. Chris, I want you to know that I did see that you had sent me another DM. I will respond to it promptly, immediately after this stream. You have my word, guaranteed. Thank you for the 50, Chris. I'll sit you up there with Nick Polly. Thank you for the love, man. Who's your pick? Come on, Chris. I know Chris isn't shy. Who's your pick? Who's your pick, Chris? What if LSU... Okay, I'm thinking about dropping like 100 on somebody. I don't care. I'll be transparent. I'll be honest. Dang, bro. $6,000 if I dropped 100 on LSU and they won the Natty. Clemson could. I mean, they got Clemson also at plus 6,000, bro. And they could, if they beat North Carolina in the ACC championship game.
This is what it takes.
One of them, Ohio State and Michigan lose. Georgia beats LSU. That locks
Ohio
Georgia
State
in.
high school level defense gets wrecked by whoever they play.
Ooh.
If they get beat by 40, it's almost as good as Miami winning championship.
Ooh.
This is what it takes.
Shots
To wear
fired.
the U on your helmet.
Yeah, I might sound stupid saying Miami LMAO, but I believe in them.
Uh-oh. Cypher, what do you got to say about that? Them's fighting words. We got an Ohio State fan in the chat. He's not ashamed. He's a ride or die Ohio State fan. I know Cypher. Cypher, what do you got to say to Chris's comment? Thank you for the $4.99, Chris. Appreciate it. Glenn also coming through with the $4.99. Might sound stupid saying Miami, but you believe in them. Keep up the positivity, Glenn. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to troll you. It's not reverse psychology. Like, I appreciate Canes fans that are positive and optimistic, though. Honestly. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Chris. who am I putting my money on? Can USC sneak in? USC has one loss, right? Like, let's assume TCU loses. Ohio State or Michigan loses. Let's just say it's Michigan. So Georgia wins. Georgia's locked in. Georgia's probably a lock to be in the playoffs, period. I don't actually think that LSU loses to them in the SEC championship. So Georgia's in. Ohio State's probably in my opinion. But who's the next two? Who's the next two, man? Pigskin Pete said he hopes Clemson doesn't get in. He said, I don't want Clemson to get in because they're not good enough to win the national championship. You got Tennessee, Canes Football Talk? See, I'm not giving up on Tennessee. Their only losses to Georgia, but would the committee want to see a rematch? USC might horse their way in. They're at plus 5,000. So let me explain to you guys, and then I swear I'm opening up the phone line. I love this conversation. Nick Polly said, if you drop $100 on each of the highest 9 teams on that list, you will still make money if any of them win. Wait, what? Would I? I got to do some math, Nick Polly. I got to do some math off stream here. The only one really, again, is Georgia. There's not a ton of money there unless you wanted to drop a lot of money on Georgia. Here's the way that I bet, okay? You guys are going to hate this, but this is just the way that Coach Coop bets. I either don't bet at all, or I like to bet the underdog with a small, relatively small amount of money for a chance at a high payout. Does that make sense? So, like, instead of, and don't take betting advice from me, okay? I've won some money, I've lost some money. Instead of me coming and dropping, I'll just put a random number out there. Instead of me coming and dropping $200 on Georgia for a $160 payout, I would rather take that $200 and put $100 on Tennessee and $100 on USC. $100 on Tennessee, payout $1,400. $100 on USC, if they found some miracle chance, a way to win it, $5,000. You see what I'm saying? So that's just the approach that I take. The safe bet is to put money on Georgia because they look absolutely unstoppable right now. Am I willing to wager $500, $1,000, $2,000 for a chance to win $200 to $500? Absolutely not. I like to bet a small amount of money on what would be considered an underdog for a chance at a high payout. Probably won't happen, but then I'm not out a ton of money. If I do win, I get lucky and I win big money. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe y'all agree with it. Maybe you think it's dumb. It probably is dumb. But that's my approach that I take when betting. Let me set Chris up there with Nick Polly up atop their thrones, and then we're opening up the phone line for real. Man, I like these. We might have to do some streams talking about the playoffs. Maybe in the next week or two, whenever they start doing that stuff, man, I want to sit down and talk with you guys about the playoffs. And we'll do like some in-depth breakdowns and some discussions. Okay, how am I going to fit Nick, Polly, and Chris both up here? Surely I can do it. Oh my gosh, it's teeny tiny. Oh my word, they're so small. Okay. Chris, would Chris be mad? Chris is going to be mad. Chris is going to beat me up. If I just put Chris, we all know this is Chris Gaffney, right? We know this is Chris. I got his message over there to the right. I don't think he'll be mad. I know Nick Polly and OG, man, and Chris coming in strong. All right, so phone line is about to be open up, guys. It's open right now. Right now, 865-229-4131. Let's talk about Miami versus Clemson. Give your score prediction for the game. If you get it right, you win $500. Let's talk about it. Let's go. My man, Jorn. Jorn, what is the secret? Give it to the people.
I don't know. I guess I got magic fingers, dude.
Okay. Man, I'm impressed. Very impressed.
I'm impressed, too. I just hit the button and let the technology do its thing, bro.
Fair. Okay, so, Jordan, give me a reason to believe in Miami tomorrow.
because we're Miami. And any Canes fan should feel the same way. We're Miami, damn it. We are the U. I don't care. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. That's the way I've always felt.
Okay, fair.
Now, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But damn it, we're Miami.
Okay. I think I know where you stand on this, Jordan. We're not going to get to the Cane Cam and the score prediction just yet. I didn't get to finish your video. I saw you posted your video with your thoughts about this. I got like halfway through it, and then I had to run to town to take care of some errands. Came back home, filmed the Thad video, and then went live. I didn't have time to finish it. I don't know what your real thoughts are. But I feel like that you're trying to be positive, but you're not actually feeling good about the game. Am I right, or am I getting the wrong vibe?
It's hard. It's hard because as much as I love Miami, I love the U. You know, it's hard, but I got hope. I got faith. You know, it's like I said earlier. I want to party like it's 1998, and those who know what I'm talking about. The reason why I said that is because those of you who remember 1998, Hurricane George delayed the Miami UCLA game till December. And UCLA was like, they were ready to go to the playoffs. They were like, I don't remember if they were undefeated or had one loss. But anyway, Miami was down. It was 98, bad time. And Edgerrin James put that team on his back, and the Canes won the game. Now, everybody in the chat's probably like, what the hell is this dude talking about?
Can I be honest, Jordan? That's me.
Sure.
That's me right now.
That's quite all right. I still love you, Coop, because believe it or not, Miami played football before 2001. So what I'm getting at is, on Twitter, been a lot of Edgerrin James talk. And if you remember Sunday night when I was awake from not being bored from the consistent, non-changing topic of the Sunday night late night show, I had my Edgerrin James throwback jersey on. There's a reason why I had it on.
Okay.
All right.
This is what it takes.
And yes, Rocky, I know there's no Edgerrin James out there.
Good
But
news for Ohio State
it's a state of
fans
mind.
is that whether they don't
It's
make
a
playoffs,
Miami state
or
of
if they lose to
mind.
number 3 by 40, they will still
Okay?
be ranked number 2 next year at
If you
start
were
of
inside
season.
my mind, you'd understand what I'm saying. But as much as I would like to see a replay of 1998 where a less talented Miami team comes out and kicks a higher team like Clemson, who is poised to go to the playoffs, just as UCLA was poised to go to the championship game. Now, of course, that was back in the good old days of the Orange Bowl. But thanks to the powers that be, we don't have the Orange Bowl anymore. We got Hard Rock Stadium. It's cool and all, don't get me wrong, but it ain't the Orange Bowl, bruh. So, as much as I would like for that to happen again, and
Wait.
young folks took, what?
Do I need to swap to the Cane Cam, Jordan? Are you about to drop
Oh,
numbers?
hell. No.
Oh, okay,
I'm still going.
Okay.
I haven't got off the soapbox yet because I wasn't able to talk too much Sunday night because I was out of bourbon. I had to switch to the High Life. And if any of y'all watched the video, I was kind of putting them down. I was tired. I kind of fell asleep a little bit because I was getting bored from all the consistent, non-changing topics. But I got the mic. South Coast Cane has got the mic. Okay? But seriously, though, you know me, I like to have fun with it. But tomorrow's game is going to depend on the offensive line. And whether you like it or not, we have injuries on the offensive line. Okay? It's not an excuse. It's facts.
Mm-hmm.
If the offensive line can hold up, and if Gaddis can create some type of scheming that will work to our favor with the depleted offensive line, we are going to kick some Clemson ass because I got faith in the defense. Okay? Now, am I saying Miami's going to win? Realistically, we don't have a snowball's chance in hell, dude. But,
whoa, this,
you know,
this took a complete turn, Jordan. This was, it was the roller coaster. We were up to the top, and then it just, we finally got to the top, and now we're about to get to the good part. But then as we started our descent, we realized that the track wasn't finished.
Well, that's just what I do. I keep the audience wanting more, dude. Because everybody's like, what the hell is this crazy bastard going to say now?
So, Jordan, just in case, because look, Jordan, I really think that you're getting close to saying numbers here. So,
yes, I'm saying numbers, Coop. I know. Shut up and let's get on to the important stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Because you know me, I'll ramble, dude. I will ramble.
Jordan, I have some bad news.
Talk to me.
I think you broke the cane cam.
That's all right.
Wait. Let me do what any reasonable technician would do. Let me turn it off and then turn it back on again. Hold on, Jordan. Jordan,
all right. So
the floor is yours.
Doing that,
yes.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna tell Canes football talk. I'm drinking my Canes juice, which is basically bourbon and Coke. But anyway, though, in all seriousness, though, it was good Sunday night to see John Bird, Javier, and the other folks that I may have missed. It was good to see Zoe on there. Had Kane, Streeter on there. That was cool too. But anyway,
Jordan,
and I'm gonna tell you what. If you're gonna put money on the national championship, the powers that be are only gonna let Georgia win it. They're not gonna let an SEC team be out of it. Even though I think for some reason LSU may beat them.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Jordan.
LSU ain't beating Georgia, bro.
Do you know how funny it would be, though?
Crip, nah, dude, I don't mess with that Everclear, bro. I've messed with it before. That stuff messed me up, bro. I ain't man enough for that Everclear, Crip. But anyway, where are we at, Coop?
Okay,
you
Jordan,
got the cane cam ready?
No, Jordan, the cane cam is out of commission tonight. So.
Did I lose you?
Are you there?
Hello.
Wait. No, Jordan, I got you. Hold on. He can't hear me, guys, but I can fix this.
Did you hang up on me?
All right. Can you hear me now?
I got you, baby.
Okay.
I thought you got pissed off and said, I'm not listening to this dude anymore.
Jordan, it broke everything. The cane cam is broke. It's all. We're just gonna do it like this, just raw, Jordan, just straight up. I got pen. I got paper. Hit me with it.
I thought we were going raw. I mean, hell, I broke your camera, bro. I thought you hung up on me.
Nope. I'm here.
Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. Well, as much as I'd like for Miami to win, and I'm hoping and I'm cheering and praying for Miami to win, I'm going to have to go with a 30-17 victory for Clemson. That's what I'm putting them. That's what I'm going for the money.
See, and
Jordan, this is what it take.
But I'm going to be sitting here at Hurricane Lane
31-27
cheering for a 31-30
Clemson
upset Miami win.
Give up a late turnover and Miami will win this game. Put money on it. Buddy talks a lot. Lol.
But put me down for the 30-17 Clemson victory.
On the side of your helmet.
How about that for a Friday night,
Coop? And I am still willing to pay good money to hire the Ohio State staff member that successfully bribes the refs every year. Good for 1 to 2 wins a season.
I got you all messed up, don't I?
Everything is broke, Jordan.
And
like it's repeating
stuff.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Successfully bribes the refs every year.
Only me, dude. Only me.
But you know how we do, Jordan. We can go with the flow. I can be an actor. I can improv. So we'll just rock with it. You know, we'll go with it.
Did I shut the Coach Coop show down or what?
I have no idea, Jordan. Everyone thought that you were about to predict Miami 300, Clemson -6. And then you hit me with a 30-17 Clemson victory. Nobody really knows what to think, Jordan. But
Look, that's how all the good shows are made. The irony, dude.
Yeah, I have you locked in 30-17 Clemson, which is, as you know, only 4 points off from my prediction. I have 34-17.
Last week I predicted a Georgia Tech win and Miami won. So maybe there's a little something going on down here at Hurricane Lane.
Might be, Jordan.
But dude, hey, bro, I'm just having fun, man. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. I hope everybody else is. And man, if Coach Hayes is still on, that dude, he's the bomb, bro. I'm telling y'all go listen to Wholesome Holloway and Coach Hayes, bro. They will get your mind right.
I don't know, though. I think somebody spiked his cane juice with some Kool-Aid. I'm not playing, Jordan.
Hey, bro. Coach Hayes is the man, bro. Kind of like you. All right, well, look, I've had enough fun. I'm going to let somebody else get on there. And you know me, Coop. I'm loving life and living it, baby.
Yep. Hey, man, hopefully I will see you tomorrow after the tailgate at Hurricane Lane. 3:30 kickoff tomorrow, Jordan. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Hey, I'm sorry I broke your show, bro.
It's all right, man. The cane cam, I can't believe it, man. Dang.
All right, bro. Hey, Coop, you keep doing what you're doing, baby. We love you down here.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you so much, Jordan.
All right. Bye, dude.
All right. Peace out, man. Man, I can't believe the cane cam is broke, y'all. We had the spoopy cam, then we had the cane cam. Every time people would give score predictions, if you guys are new here, we shift to a different camera when people give score predictions. And the other camera has decided it is not working tonight. So I don't get to do any of the back and forth, anything like that. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll rock with it. We'll make it work. Let me give some shout outs to some donos that came through, and then we're going to open the phone line. Did I see Huffer Billy Paw in the chat? Hold up. Did I see part of the Slim Shady Traveling Fools group? Pigskin Pete? Huffer Billy Paw? Hey, man, I think your Tigers take care of business. I hate to agree with you, Huffer Billy Paw, but I think I'm going to. Let me give some shout-outs to those donos that came through, and then we'll get the phone line open back up. My man Kyler Eldridge came through. He said 31-27, Miami. Okay, another Miami dub predicted. Clemson will overlook us, give up a late turnover, and Miami will win this game. Put money on it. Buddy talks a lot. LOL. Jordan's a good dude. Jordan's a really good dude, Kyler. I need to pull up FanDuel. What is the money line right now for Miami? If you were to put money on Miami, aren't they like plus 700 or plus 750 or something like that? That'd be some big money. Thank you for the 5, Kyler. Chris Gaffney coming through with 2 $5 donos, but I don't know if it was a bug or if you accidentally sent it twice. Let me know, Chris. If you accidentally sent it twice, I will more than happily send one of those back to you. You let me know, Chris. I do want to read it because it sounds like there's some Ohio State trash talk going down. Chris Gaffney said, and I am still willing to pay good money to hire the Ohio State staff member that successfully bribes the refs every year. Good for 1 to 2 wins a season. Y'all, I can't sit down for this stream. There's too many shenanigans. There's too much stuff going on right now. Thank you so much, Chris, for the double 5. Thank you for that, bro. All right, I'm opening the phone line back up, guys. I'm reopening it. Give me a call, 865-229-4131. Let's talk about the Clemson game. Let's talk about the transfer portal. Let's discuss whatever the heck you want to talk about. Well.
What's up?
Look who we have here.
It only took like 200 redials.
That's not terrible. That's not too bad, Melissa.
I was working hard, man. Working hard.
So first off, before we get into the conversation, I have two things that I need to ask you. Number one,
Okay.
you were at 1,000 followers, and then I think you dropped one, and it put you back at 999. Are you locked in at 1,000 followers or more on Twitter? Did you get it?
Let's get a current count. Let's
Okay.
see. I am currently at 1,019.
1,019. Let's go. She got it.
I was gonna say, like, some a-hole followed me, and then all of a sudden I was celebrating, and then I looked again and it was at 999, and I'm like, what the crap?
It's people will do stuff like that on purpose. It's very possible. So yeah, you are. Let's see. Yep. 1,019. You are right. Now I'm actually going to bring up one of your tweets because this was another thing that I wanted to discuss. So everyone knows
You make an appearance on my Twitter profile.
Hey, there we go. Let's go. So everyone knows you as Melissa or the Hoodie Girl. Now, 3 hours ago, you posted that you went to 2 Adidas outlets, and I see 2 things up at the top here. Top left corner.
But there's only 2 of them.
Only 2 of them. So the count is approaching 40 possibly in the near future. Is that correct?
You know what? Next time I come on one of these streams, you got to remind me to do an official count before I log in, so I can get like an actual number for you. Maybe Sunday night I'll just stream from my closet because I'll actually be home Sunday night. Everyone's getting sick of my work office.
So Melissa, can you give me any hope that Miami wins this game tomorrow?
I have absolutely no words of encouragement for the situation.
Uh-oh. Fair.
I would like to have hope, and because you know me, I always say I pick with my heart and not my brain, and every time I've always picked the Canes because I'm like, no, I'm not going to listen to my brain.
True.
But I mean, it's Clemson, and I know they're not as good as they've been over the past few years, but one, it's at Clemson, and who even knows who's actually going to play tomorrow?
Yeah, this might actually be like I'm trying to look at the games we had on the schedule this year. This is probably the one that I have backtracked on the most. Like early on in the season, I was 50-50 on Texas A&M. I initially said a loss, then I swapped it to a win last second. Florida State, I was locked in with a win, but that was more my Canes pride, even though I set that to the side because it's FSU, and I can't say FSU is going to win. Clemson is the one that during the offseason I was like, Mario's got it's not a must win, but this was like his signature win. And instead, what we got this season was a signature loss against MTSU. And that's what everyone is going to remember about Mario in his first year, was losing to Middle Tennessee. I just cannot. I don't even have an ounce of hope in this game. I'm just being 100% honest. I'm sorry.
My hope comes from not necessarily us winning, but just hopefully having a decent showing. Like the young guys that were starting, I'm assuming Jakari's starting, Basaint is now starting. Mm-hmm. Some of the young guys, Cam Kitchens continues with his, kind of rise in the secondary, and maybe like me going out on a limb and saying we at least cover the spread.
That would be nice. I mean, keep it within 19.
I would say any rational, and not to hate on people who are picking Miami, but I would say like any rational Canes fan deep down knows this is a long shot. Whether they want to talk and say, oh, Clemson's going to overlook us, Miami's going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Deep down, we all know this is a long shot. Just like going into the FSU game after the season we've been having. I was telling people we were going to win, blah, blah, blah. But deep down, I knew the game that happened was going to happen.
I think that what happens with some people is they want to be that person that said we're going to win. So then when we get the surprise victory, they can be like, I told you. I told you guys we were going to win. I was right. And they're just kind of clinging to that hope that maybe a miracle does happen. And just like you said, I don't fault anyone for having hope and being positive and being optimistic. I just, if I am taking the realistic approach, no matter how you want to slice and dice this game up, I just don't think that right now we match up with these guys. I just don't think that we do.
My hope for this game is that we're able to take some positive things from it, and that it's not just like an Al Golden experience where they want to start flying planes over Hard Rock because of how bad we play.
Yep. Where when I was talking about Jakari, this would be big time experience for him.
Oh, huge.
And then if
your first start in a road environment at Death Valley,
This is what it takes
ridiculous.
to wear the U on the side
let me
of
see
your
what Chris
helmet.
has to say real quick,
Miami
and then we'll
loses
continue
by
here.
30, but it's okay, as Ohio State loses by 40 in playoffs.
Chris is not having the Ohio State talk.
Chris's Ohio State hate makes me happy. Like, his level of hate is beyond measure, which I appreciate.
Oh man, okay. I have to be careful because I'll get back into the playoff talks again. Who do you think wins the national championship, Melissa? I know I'm getting off track. Do you have a team or one or two teams?
Who do I think is actually going to win it, or who do I want to win it?
Both. Give me both.
Okay, so I mean, the obvious pick to win it, like the rational pick, is Georgia, because I don't think any other team has shown. But who do I want to win it? I said it on the live on Sunday. I'm rooting for TCU, man. I need some new blood. I'm so sick of the SEC. I'm sick of Ohio State. I don't need Chris wanting to kill himself because Ohio State wins a natty. Like, let's just root for TCU. I think they have an easy road into the playoff. It's just them actually winning one of the playoff games. That's the problem.
Imagine some crazy scenario of like, I don't know how that would go down if Georgia lost to LSU. Again, I don't think it would happen. I'm just trying to think of some crazy scenario where the playoffs are like TCU, USC, Tennessee, like just wildly different than kind of what we thought. Because everyone's got Georgia as a lock. Everyone has probably Ohio State as a lock because they feel like they're going to beat Michigan or vice versa. So it could be an interesting playoffs this year. It could be.
I will say, and Chris will probably hate me for this, but I'd rather see Ohio State beat Michigan than see LSU beat Georgia, because FSU beat LSU at the beginning of the season, and I just don't need to hear that chatter about
right.
we beat LSU, and so like, I mean, I don't want either of those things to happen, but I can't. I talk to too many FSU fans on Twitter, and I've apparently made friends in the chat with a few FSU fans who want us to have a show now that's like a sequel to the Coach Coop show. So I don't need all the trash talk.
If LSU won the national championship, all we would hear is that Florida State basically won the national championship because they beat the national championship winning team. That's what we would hear. 100%.
It would be worse than UCF saying they have a national championship from 2017.
Gosh.
That would be worse.
And Florida State fans would do it, right? Come on, there's some in the chat. Don't pretend like y'all wouldn't do it. Come on now.
If I was a Florida State fan, I would do it. If that happened.
I'm going to be honest. If this happened to Miami, I would also do it. So there's no shame.
Listen, for weeks after the Elite Eight, when Kane Toops lost to Kansas and Kansas ended up winning the title, that was like my only thing that like drugged me out of my basketball depression, was the fact that we lost to the eventual national champion. And I'm like, it's okay. We had the lead at halftime, so we beat them in the first half, and so just had to reason it out.
You got to look for the little small positives, the small victories,
But that's why I say, I'm like, I'd rather have Ohio State beat Michigan than see LSU beat Georgia, because I can't handle it. And I'm woman enough to admit that.
So I know you're going to keep it real. You always do. I know we're in a similar boat with this game. But, of course, I've got to get official numbers from you so you can be entered into the $500 score prediction contest. Now, unfortunately, Jorn found a way to hack my computer and he broke the cane cam before he called in, so we can't swap to the other camera. But I have pen and paper in hand whenever you get ready.
When I give my predictions, you should have a hoodie nearby to throw on. I'm just saying. For future videos, there should be a hoodie that you throw on for Melissa predictions. I'm actually changing my score prediction because my score prediction was so close to yours that like I didn't want to have that like same like when we did the Virginia prediction and we had the same scores but opposite picks.
That was like cool but weird at the same time.
We're in the same wavelength, Coop. We think alike. It's great minds, great minds. So as much as I want to see a 3-2 Miami victory, I'm gonna roll with, and I'll go on a limb and say Miami covers the spread.
What?
I'm gonna roll with 38-20 Clemson.
Okay. 38.
If we score 20 points, I will be very happy.
No, and I mean, you're right. I mean, if that trend continues, that it seems like offensively we get a little more going with Jakari in there. If Chaney comes in again, possibly on some limited snaps, but makes an impact, it would be a good sign overall.
I say if Jakari gets in there and he's completing some good throws and we're not running the ball 99% of the time and he can get comfortable with passing, I say we can at least keep it a respectable loss. And if we win, I will be so drunk by the end of tomorrow night. It will be ridiculous. If we can cover the spread and we have some good things to take from it, I know there's no such thing as moral victory. But the way the season has gone, if we can just get some good stuff to come from this, I will take
Ohio State signature wins, Toledo, Iowa Ark State, Rutgers, etc. I'll give Cool $500 if Ohio State wins championship.
Chris.
No, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. Ohio State signature wins, Toledo, Iowa, Arkansas State, Rutgers, etc. I'll give Coop $500. No, Chris, you don't have to do the last part because I don't listen.
But does Chris think they can beat Middle Tennessee State?
I didn't realize Chris disliked Ohio State this much. I knew there was some hatred there, but I didn't realize ran this deep.
Yeah, I got hate vibes from him on the last late night Real Talk, but like he's like, I don't know if he meant to repeat that money chat earlier, but I hope he
maybe he did
twice, just to send it twice.
It's very possible. Thank you for the 5, Chris. I appreciate you. But yeah, I really think that it would be nice to see that. And my thing is I don't want to come into this game playing conservative against Clemson. I think that you have to take some shots. You have to know that you're big time underdogs. I'm just being honest. You're probably losing. So I don't want us to come out and just be like, we'll just go through the. No. Like give Jakari some opportunities to take some shots. I know he's still got to work on his timing and his accuracy, and that stuff will come with time. But maybe throw them off. They're expecting Jakari to run. They're thinking that you probably stick with the short passing game because he's not that accurate yet. Come out and take a couple of shots. Let's see if we can make something happen. What do we have to lose? We're 5-5 going up against a 9-1 Clemson in Death Valley.
I completely agree. I think you got to open the playbook a little bit for Jakari and let him take some shots because like he only had 19 passes last game, and a lot of those passes were like those super short, like right to the corner, like. Clemson's going to stack the box until we can prove that we can throw it.
Yeah.
They're going to have him run.
They're going to expect more of that tomorrow.
Of course. So, and they're not Georgia Tech. I mean, these things that worked against Georgia Tech is not going to work against Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
And the more film they have on Jakari, the easier it's going to be to cover his run plays and things like that. They have to have him throw it a little bit and then set up some play action and some, like pass run options, RPO options. And then, the nice thing is he can take off. He's super athletic. So give him a few chances, give him some chances to throw, and let him learn and read the defense and know when to take off.
But see, I feel like people need to understand, and Gmail CGS, I don't want you to think I'm calling you out specifically. I just want to address the comment. So Gmail CGS says, these ain't the championship Clemson teams. DJ is mid. I don't think anyone is necessarily propping up Clemson. That's honestly not what we're doing, but I don't think you can deny how much better they probably are than Miami at this point in time, right at this moment.
Even though, like I said, like DJ's mid or whatever, they're a lot better team than we are right now, and their home field environment gives them such an edge, regardless of rankings and things like that.
They're gonna come out and touch their little rock and run down the hill and do their 10-second bus ride.
We're rebuilding. This, no matter what people think of their QB, they're already built.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know I'm predicting Clemson and it hurts my soul, but I can't be that fan that's like, no, Miami's gonna win, Miami's gonna win, blah blah blah. Like, this isn't like the North Carolina game where I was like, oh, my brain says one thing, but I'm gonna go with my heart. Like, this is like such an obvious choice. I mean,
yep.
No one thinks Miami's going to win except certain Miami fans, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and I think I'm going out on a limb and saying we're going to cover the spread, quite honestly. That's how little faith I have, but I hope they prove me wrong. And if I'm right and Clemson does win, hopefully they win by my prediction.
All right. So, Melissa, aka Hoodie Girl, 38-20 Clemson victory prediction. She doesn't want to do it, but she's trying to keep it real. She's trying to go with her brain here, which I respect and understand. I got you locked in, Melissa, for the $500 score prediction contest. Maybe. Hopefully we're wrong. Yeah, maybe.
Listen, just keep it close, not a 52-3 type thing, and I will be happy.
All right, Melissa, I appreciate you as always. And hopefully I'll see you stop in tomorrow, and we can chop it up for a bit during the game.
And Sunday. I will be there for both.
All right. Let's get it. Looking forward to it.
Later, Coop.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Man, oh, man. This is going to be such an interesting game tomorrow. Man, this is going to get wild tomorrow afternoon because there are so many Canes fans that – really believe that we come out and take care of business. And like I said, I hope they're right. I hope they're right, man. But
Clemson 45, Miami 17. But again, looking forward to watching Ohio State get destroyed, smiley face. Imagine how many points GA can put up on a team that gave up 20 to Much State. And GA wins it all.
Dang. Wait a minute. Chris. Thank you for the $9.99 first off. Imagine Ohio State versus Tennessee. Bro, how many points per game is... Wait a minute. I know I'm getting off track, guys. I'm about to open the phone lines back up. We're getting in that late season madness, right? Where the college football playoff talks start, conference championships begin. Like, hold up.
What does Miami need to do to win?
What does Miami need to do to win? Time travel... build a time-traveling machine and fast forward to the 2024 matchup. Then maybe. Not this year, not next year, maybe 2024, Andrew. That's my best suggestion. Thank you for the $1.99, Andrew, and I'm not trolling. How many points per game is Ohio State averaging? 47. Okay, what about Tennessee? Now, their number is going to be – it's going to drop after that Georgia game, but then they racked it up against in their game last week, which was that Mizzou? Yeah, against Mizzou. Tennessee is averaging 47.4 points per game. So we're talking about two teams that are averaging almost 50 points per game. Ohio State and Tennessee. What would that matchup look like, guys? Interesting. I'm actually kind of excited. I'd be more excited if Miami was in it, obviously. But I'm actually kind of excited to see what happens with the playoffs this year. I hope that LSU finds a way to jump and get in. USC, TCU, some of these lesser teams. It would be interesting. It'd be funny. Ohio State definitely looks good because they have played nobody. Woo, the hate is real in the chat tonight. Taking Tennessee over Ohio State, says Rocky Top Kane. Ohio State can't handle Hooker. They don't have that UGA defense. If Tennessee and Georgia play in a rematch, is that outcome any different? Like, you know that Tennessee didn't go into that game underestimating Georgia. It was at Georgia. They had home field advantage. Like, does that game, is there any chance that outcome is different? Or did Tennessee meet their match and Georgia's just an all-around better football team and it would be the same result round 2? What do you guys think?
This is what it take.
Dang, FSU Rose says Clemson 65, Miami 9?
What up, Co-op? Miami will lose but still love my Canes. No offense will kill us.
Hey, John O'Mara with the big fat 20. John, thank you very much for the love. Nothing wrong with being realistic, John. I have been negative, well, realistic, which equals negative most of the time with Canes fans, all night. I have been 100% honest and real and said that I don't think there's any chance we win this. Sorry. Just keeping it real. Thank you for the $20 dono, John. Appreciate the love. Thank you, my man. What would be your score prediction, John? Or are you going to call in and give it? TCU was in the mix back in 98. Were they really?
On the side of your helmet.
Co-op, since it's nearly impossible to call in, can we send a super chat with our score prediction?
Super Herald 32. I'll address it. Hold on. Let me let it read these out. We'll get the phone line open up and I'll address it.
Played Alabama and GA. Ohio State has played 4 women's soccer teams, 1 high school football team, and a few other overranked teams that played the aforementioned soccer, basketball teams.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Chris Gaffney, thank you for the $9.99. Nick Pauly, thank you for the 10. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love tonight. Much love. Super Herald 32 with the $4.99. The reason why I can't do that, and I'm so sorry, Super Herald. The reason why I can't do that is because it's just too much to keep up with. And number one, I don't want people to feel like they have to donate to enter the competition, the contest, right? So I don't want to feel like I'm trying to get donations out of people, if that makes sense. Like, it would be, it'd be a big money maker if I came up here and I said, hey guys, if you want to be entered to win the score prediction contest, send me your score prediction, donate at least $5 and I'll put you in it. That's just not how I roll. It's not how I do things. And the thing is, with people putting it in the chat, it's too much to keep track of. So calling in is the guaranteed way that I can make sure I lock someone in. I write down your phone number so I can contact you if you win it. Like Melissa said, the best advice is to just keep hitting redial. And I'm going to get to a lightning round. We've only taken 2 phone calls because we've been having fun tonight. I'm going to take a bunch more.
Co-op going to be a millionaire off Chris Osu hate.
Maybe, Melissa. Thank you for the 2, Melissa. I appreciate the love. But just keep hitting redial, man. I'm going to get to a part to where we start going through phone calls quicker. So I'll start doing like a 5-minute, 2-minute. We'll do a lightning round. Let's get you in here, Super Herald. Let me know your area code and I'll look out for it. Let me know and I'll keep an eye out for it, man. Let me see what Nick Polly had to say. He sent in a 10 and then he had a message here. What's going on, doo-doo? What's going on, my man? Good to see you. Nick Polly said, the thing that clearly tells you the committee is rigged is Ohio State and Michigan both have no business in the top 5, considering Michigan has 1 top 25 win and Ohio State has only 2 top 25 wins, while Tennessee has 5 top 25 wins, and their only loss is to the number 1 team in the nation. I'll be honest, Nick, I've always not felt sorry for Tennessee, but Tennessee has one of the strongest schedules in the country. Now, can anybody officially tell me who has the strongest strength of schedule in the country? And I ask because I don't know. But man, Tennessee consistently plays Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Florida, and maybe not all these teams this year, but they are consistently playing big top 25, top 10, top 5 ranked teams every single season in the regular season. We're talking about, we'll find out if this team is legit in the conference championship. We'll find out if this team is legit in that one big ranked game they play. Tennessee has those games every single year, and sometimes it's half their freaking schedule. So, man, Tennessee's strength of schedule is out of this world, man. It's insane. So that's an interesting take, Nick. Very interesting take. I guess you shouldn't have rambled like you did. No, Jordan. I'm the one who's ranting and rambling and going on and on. I sat there and talked about the college football playoffs for 20 minutes straight. Nick is a smart man, run for president. That is most of the SEC teams, though. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, a lot of the SEC schedules are just tougher. But, man, Tennessee had a wild schedule, and they took care of business in all of them except for the game against the national championship team from last year. So it's tough to argue that. So what are the top ones, Melissa? Melissa putting in some work here. Bama, Tennessee, Texas, and Georgia. I'm guessing in that order, right, Melissa? So Bama, Tennessee, Texas, and Georgia. And that's crazy then because you see both Tennessee and Georgia up there. Texas, of course, losing to TCU. Man, okay, let me get the phone line open back up. Let's get some more phone calls in here. Guys, 865-229-4131. Let's get you guys in here. Let's take some more phone calls. Let's get those score predictions in. Let's get it. All right. Yo. Who we got on the line tonight?
Yo, what's up, Coop? It's me, Glenn.
It's Glenn. Let's go. Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
You made it.
Yeah, man. I just want to give you my score prediction. You already seen it. I want to give my real score prediction, though.
Okay. Now, hold up. Let me write your phone number down because I don't have you saved in my contact list.
All right.
That way I know it's you. Now, this is okay. This is great for 2 reasons. Number 1, I can find out if this is the Glenn that I think it is, and you can also make sure
Glenn Guerra, yeah.
Okay, but I was about to say because I'm pretty sure that I butcher your name. So how do you say it again?
All right, it's the same way you say it on there.
Guerra?
Guerra.
Guerra. Okay, man, I'm glad that people are so forgiving with that because I just butcher everyone's name, man. Everybody's name.
Nah, you're good, man.
We'll stick with Glenn. Glenn is
yeah.
I could probably get that one right 9 times out of 10. So
yeah.
So Glenn, as you said, you kind of discussed it. You said some things, but I noticed you just said your real score prediction. What does that mean?
The other one was just more like a joke. But I mean, the score prediction I'm gonna give now, I still got Miami winning, but it's just a realistic number.
Okay, so then before you give me that number, you said you've got Miami winning. Give me some hope, Glenn. Give me a reason that I can go into this game tomorrow with a smile on my face and believe that there is a chance that Miami can walk away with the dub. Help me believe.
And just like I said, they got to play the freshmen, man, because those are the guys I want to eat. They want to win. Just like I said, like everybody else, I just don't think. Just the guys that have already been there, that were Manny's guys, I don't think they care anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree. That was one of my big reasons why I felt like we would lose, because half those guys are going to be gone in a couple weeks.
No, they're leaving for sure. Yeah, they're leaving. They're not going to stay. I doubt it. They're going to play those freshmen, and I'm sure they see it themselves. That's why they're they're playing the freshmen now.
I'll be
And true
honest.
freshmen.
There are some of those guys, Glenn, that are transferring out here soon. That okay, hate is a strong word. They resent Mario Cristobal and a lot of the coaching staff. They do. They don't get along. They don't like these guys, and it's for multiple reasons. It's not just because they're hard on them. They just, again, don't feel like
They're
they're
just not
getting.
used to.
Yeah, they don't feel like they're getting enough playing time. They don't fit into the schemes and stuff that we're running, and it's a different style of coaching, and they're uncomfortable and they don't want to be here.
Yep.
So
yeah, they're just not used to it. Like I said, they're not used to discipline. They're not used to somebody yelling at them. They're just used to somebody saying, like, all right, guys, it's all right. We'll get it next time. No. You got to fight for it.
Yep.
So
Glenn, with that being said, what is your real official score prediction? The one that I can put down on paper to enter you into the contest.
it's gonna be 31-37.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's gonna be a close. I have hope. Like I said, if those guys come out hungry and force the turnovers on Clemson, and keep Brown in, and he got some speed, and he knows how to he knows what to do. Because I'm from Tallahassee, and I've seen them play here in Tallahassee when they played against Gabi.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I've seen them come over here and play. So,
I'm not gonna lie, that
bro,
that would be a Christmas miracle in November to see Miami put up 37 points on Clemson's defense.
We'll see. Yeah, you just gotta have hope, man. I know we haven't had a good season at all, but you can't just give up on them. I know we played Georgia Tech last week, and it's Georgia Tech, but you can't just give up on them like that.
Oh,
it's
and
just started.
And of course, I'm pulling for the Canes. I want to be wrong. I want them to win. This is just the one game on the schedule that I struggle to find a victory no matter how I look at this game, no matter what angle I try to view it from.
Yep.
But again,
I
I will say this: crazier things have happened. I do think we can all say that. I'm not even saying Miami's gonna win. I still stand firm saying I don't think we can win this, but crazier things have absolutely happened.
Yeah. Yep. So anything is possible, man. Like I said. So don't give up just yet.
Glenn, I got you locked in. 37-31. Canes victory in this one. Officially entered into the $500 score prediction contest. Glenn, I'll save your number in my contacts list. That way I can address you properly the next time you call in. And I really appreciate the love and support tonight, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Keep up the good work.
Hey, have a good night, bro.
Yes, sir. You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, like I said, y'all, we'll start rotating through just like that. Awesome call right there, Glenn. Awesome call. Quick, straight to the point. But we found time for him to be able to kind of give his little spiel on how he felt about it. And we'll start opening it up and going quickly here to get people in. You have the Coach Coop pipe hoodie, and it's fire. Y'all need to get some of his merch. Man, Melissa, the pipe tee is my all-time favorite out of all merch I have ever done. Ever. The only thing is I'm thinking about bringing back the Don't Be a Fan Later for a limited time again, because that's a special edition shirt. Would you guys want to see the Don't Be a Fan Later shirt again? Or no? You can be honest. You can be like, nah, Coop, not right now. Like maybe next year or something like that. Usually what I do is I do the Don't Be a Fan Later shirt, and I sell it for like a month, and I try to keep it a limited amount of people who own that shirt. It's a small group of people. If you guys haven't seen that shirt, this is not a plug because it's literally not for sale right now. I need you to know that if you're going to be like, Coop's over here trying to push his merch, it's not for sale right now. But for those who might have missed it and you've never seen the Don't Be a Fan Later shirt, this is what it looks like. This is the design. I had a buddy of mine draw this up. Now, the new design removes the logos, just so you know. It does take the logos and stuff off. This is the old one, but the idea for it is the same. This was a very, very popular shirt, but it was limited edition. I sold it in 2020 and 2021 for 1 month. I did a month in 2020 and a month in 2021. So we might bring it back. I don't know. It's probably an appropriate time. The "don't be a fan later" saying, right? People that are jumping off the ship now. We need 5 and counting hats. I agree, Bobby. I agree, man. I'm going to make something happen with the 5 and counting hats. I just have to find someone who's not afraid to do puff embroidery. If you guys know somebody that can do puff embroidery on hats, hit me up, please. Because at every shop that I approach, they're terrified to do puff embroidery. I don't know anything about puff embroidery. Apparently, that's the term for what this design is, and everybody's too scared to touch it. I don't understand why. I don't know what the big deal is. Can I make some extra small sizes? I'll see if I can pull some strings. I'll see if we can figure something out. Because I, in fact, could wear extra small. I agree. Coop, are you going to put a blowtorch to a Clemson Tiger stuffed animal? Not this year. Not this year. Instead, I put if you guys missed the preview video, I put a Clemson decal in my toilet and peed on it. So if you missed the preview video, you missed a good one. I'm just saying. Chris coming through with another $4.99, and then we're going to open this phone line back up. We'll see what Chris has got to say, and then you guys have the number on speed dial.
This is what it takes.
Come on.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Can we change the channel to be a Michigan Wolverines channel in 2 weeks? We can all root for a winning team that week, smiley face.
Chris, I am actually thinking about doing a live hangout for the playoff games and the national championship. I don't expect hundreds of people to flood in like they do in the Miami games, but it would still be fun to watch them together because I'm going to be watching them anyways. You know what I mean, Chris? Like, so do I watch them by myself or do I watch them with you guys? And we can react to it and just have a good time. It would be chill. You know what I'm saying? There would be no siren, none of that. And we can live vicariously through the good football teams that are in the playoffs. Maybe, you need 3X in hoodies. I think I got 3X. I think. Let me get the phone line open back up. Thank you for another $4.99, Chris. You the man. Appreciate y'all. Coop, it's 55 degrees in Orlando? No freaking way. Is it really 55 degrees in Orlando? 16 and snowing? Bro, it's like 25 here in Tennessee. Yo, who we got on the... No, I know who we have on the line tonight. This is Caden. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, Coop?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good, can't complain. How are you?
I'm good because I've already accepted our fate for tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. Oh, well.
I'm just being honest. So now with what you just said, I'm probably not going to get the response that I was expecting out of this. But Caden, I was going to start this conversation the same way I've started it with the last 3 callers. Give me some hope going into tomorrow. You got anything for me?
Hope.
Something to help me believe.
Okay, the only hope I can think of at the moment, there's a chance, maybe early in the game we put up a fight. Maybe, it's 7-7, or maybe we're only down 3-7. Early in the game, I feel like, catch them off guard, maybe put up some points early. But in the second half, that's where I'm not so sure about.
Okay.
There's my hope for the evening.
That's fair. I will accept it. Keep it a close game for at least the first, maybe push second quarter, first half. Okay.
Yeah, if we can keep it close within the first half, that's a win in my opinion.
Fair. Okay. What do you think about Thad hitting the portal today? Thoughts?
I saw on Twitter that there was rumors and speculation. I think it was yesterday or the day before that a player had walked out of practice.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't name names, but some people were saying that it was him, and later came back true that it was Thad that walked out. So, I mean, I think it's just a testament of the culture that needs to change right now. Just players kind of just giving up and not really wanting to play for the U. I think that's what Mario's trying to do is, the players that don't want to be here don't be here, and try and get players that want to represent that U and want to be here and actually compete and play for a team like Miami.
I feel like it is kind of tough for a coaching staff when you come in and again, I know people get tired of this argument, but when it's not all your players. Like I feel like head coaches would like to be able to come into a team, have a sit down with each and every player. This sounds really harsh, but I'm just being honest. Have a sit down with each of them, evaluate them, put them through some drills, and probably get rid of 3/4 of them, and then get to hand pick the rest of the roster and bring like their guys in. I know that's like a dream world. I know it sounds silly. The point I'm trying to make though is just that you come in and you're just kind of working with what you got. And a lot of times, if let's say your team ends up being kind of mid or just okay, a lot of those guys still stick around. Here, we're getting to see a scenario to where we just suck this year, and we are getting an opportunity to kind of weed some of these guys out. So it's an interesting scenario for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, who knows? Next year, Mario could still have his players in, and we're in the same exact spot, which I am 99% sure won't happen. But let's not. I mean, obviously, losses to Middle Tennessee State. Duke, I was there. I have season tickets. I've had season tickets for like 5 years in a row. So I was there to experience those embarrassing losses.
But I mean, on the side of your
let's
helmet.
wait until he gets.
Miami fans has squeezed everything they could out of that 2001 national championship. I was 5 years old in 2001 for perspective.
That he wants on the team, and then let's see. Okay, is this guy Mario going to work out for us, or is we got to move on?
Yeah, and I can't believe that there are Canes fans that actually do believe that Mario is being too harsh and this is the wrong route to take.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. It blew my mind. I swear, guys, like I said, I can't encourage you to go look on Twitter because Twitter overall is a bad place. I've made some good friends.
For sure.
Twitter is a valuable asset for me when it comes to marketing and advertising and, exposure. But Twitter is a cesspool. It's a pretty bad place overall. And I've seen so many Canes fans, or at least pretending to be Canes fans, that are seeing a mass exodus of players, and instead of saying, okay, we're changing the culture, we're getting the guys out that don't want to be here, the guys that don't fit out of here, bringing in a new set of players, they see it as Mario running off all of the talent that we have. They see it as Mario scaring away the players and saying that we're so bad that they don't want to be here anymore, that they don't want to play for Mario, and that this is going to also affect the recruiting class. And I really, truly believe it is the opposite. I feel like if you've been closely following Miami Hurricanes football, you expected this, and we kind of wanted it to happen. Did we not?
You're absolutely right, 100%.
Just being honest. I'm just being real. I feel it honestly is a good thing at the end of the day. Some of these guys, yes, it sucks to lose them, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. If a guy is not 100% locked in, do you really want him on the field playing for this team? Whether it be if he's not locked in mentally, doesn't want to be here anymore, or if he transfers because he's not a good fit for the scheme. Well, if that's the scheme we're going to run and he's not a good fit, why would you want him here?
Exactly.
I feel like I feel like it's common sense.
Unfortunately, a lot of us Canes fans lack that common sense.
Okay,
it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, if you think about it, this is what all those Hurricane championship teams are made of. You had starters that were playing their best because at any given day, any given week, they could lose their job to the guy behind them because of how intense the competition was and what the coaches were trying to preach to them. That's exactly what we need here and what Mario's trying to do. So for people to say, like, oh, he's running away kids, is that a bad thing? I don't want kids that don't want to be here to play for the U.
Yeah.
I want kids that are going to, work their butt off every single week and make being a Canes fan something to be proud of and not something to be embarrassed about for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
And it is an interesting scenario in today's times because we all know this, but college football is different. Again, the transfer portal exists. People are always like, well, back in my day, you rode the bench. And now guys, number one, most guys don't even stay 4 or 5 years at the college level. It's like 2 and done, 3 and done, and they're out. But nowadays, if let's say you're on the bench and let's say you're a pretty good football player. You came in as a 4 or 5 star. Let's say that it's not all BS. You are actually a pretty talented guy, but that guy or 2 guys ahead of you are just that much better, just a little bit better. I don't necessarily fault a guy for transferring out if he at least gives it like maybe 2 years, right? A chance to crack that starting rotation. It's obvious he's not going to see playing time unless there's an injury, and he is, in fact, a good football player and could go, I don't know, let's say another Power 5 school is short in the running back room. We'll just use that position as an example. And he knows he could go in and start. If that makes sense for him, I can't blame the guy for doing that. Times are different.
Places to find sign we can win. Check astrological signs. Injury lists that show Clemson has same number of injuries.
18, so
Freak tornado that stops game 5 minutes after first drive where Miami scores field goal.
Kind of a little bit. You got to do what's best for you and what you believe is best for you. So I get that argument 100%. But it just all depends, like you said, like on the situation, how good and talented they actually are.
But no matter what, if you do not want to be here, it does not make sense to try to keep that guy and put him on the field when he doesn't want to be here. That you're asking for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyways, Caden, I got off on a whole nother tangent. I don't even know how that whole thing got started.
I don't even know. I don't even know, but
I am ready for those magic numbers if you've got something for me.
Man, this one hurts. But the Florida State game, I went to that game too. I was apparently right in the section next to where you were.
We didn't link up.
Apparently I was one section over to you.
Oh.
I know, man. Next time, next game, next time we gotta link up for sure.
Okay, next time. All right.
But all right, for Clemson, I'm gonna go 41 Clemson, 10 Miami.
Ooh, okay.
Just gotta be honest. Just gotta be real.
Okay. All right, bro. Listen, I'm not throwing any shade. It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it stings.
Yeah. All right, Caden, I got you locked in. 41-10, Clemson victory for the $500 score prediction contest. Caden, I enjoyed the conversation tonight, and definitely, if we are ever at the same game, we got to link up, my man.
For sure, bro. Thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
Hey, appreciate you.
All right, have a good night, Coop.
All right, you too,
Go
bro.
Canes.
All right, bye-bye. Let me give some shout-outs here right quick before we open the phone line back up. I see we got Golden Blue Dude in the building. What's up, man? You're going to be seeing Pigskin Pete tomorrow. He came up to the Clemson game. Yeah, man, what? It's going to be Pete, Hufferbilly Paul, Slim Shady, Traveling Fools, and a couple of other people, right? That's really awesome. I hope you guys have a good time, man. You're in Clemson. Should have came down, buddy. Free place to stay. Man, we could have collabed. That would have been pretty cool, right? Hey, maybe next time. Maybe Miami travels to Clemson again, I think, in 2024. We do play Clemson the next 2 years at least, I believe. And I'm guessing that it'd be at the Ronk next year and then back at Death Valley in 2024. So maybe we can link up and make something happen, man. Let me give some shout-outs to not Steve. Steve in the building. Hey, Steve. Bro, Steve, listen. Hey, Steve, are we going to link up and trade Pokemon after this stream? Y'all don't know me. Steve may not want me revealing this, but I got Violet. He got Scarlet. We'll see. We'll see. I ain't about to bust out the Pokemon talk, y'all. I'm not gonna bore you with the Pokemon talk, okay? But I did go pick up the new Pokemon game at midnight last night at GameStop. Okay? I'm a geek. All right? I'm a geek, I'm a dork, I'm a gamer. I was in line at midnight. Let me give some shout outs to the donos that came through. Don't Kill Me, I'm Just a Vibe came through with 5. He said, let me pin it. What's it say? What's it say? Hold up. He said, Miami fans have squeezed everything they could out of that 2001 national championship. I was 5 years old in 2001 for perspective. Now, I would say that this response is going to surprise you, but it's actually probably not, because I know that you've been on my channel for quite some time. I agree. I think that no one cares about a national championship that was won over 20 years ago. Like I say, go tell the recruit, watch the highlights from the national championship that we won in 2001. I know you weren't born yet, bro. Go to YouTube, type it in. The video will be in 480p, but just don't pay attention to that. I agree. If you haven't won a national championship in the last, how long would you guys say the cutoff is? I think 5 years, maybe you could push 10 years. After that, it's not relevant. Is it important? Yes. Does it help define who you are today? Absolutely. Do not mistake what I'm saying and say that national championships don't matter, because eventually time is going to pass, and every national championship, it gets lost in time unless you continuously keep winning them. But us as Canes fans, we hold on to that 2001 national championship so much, and it's just not relevant anymore. I'm sorry. I'm in the minority, I think, with Canes fans when I say it really doesn't mean that much today. When it comes to things like recruiting, when it comes to a lot of things, man. A lot of things. Thanks. Hear that southern twang coming out again. Thanks, man. I'm super grateful that we had that time. And, those players that put that work in, like legends, bro. But so many Canes fans use that as a counter argument when most of these young guys and stuff just don't care anymore. Anyways, I'm going to get carried away with that one. I'm losing subscribers by the minute. Uh-oh, we got a sex bot in here. Got him. Chris also came through with another $9.99. He said, places to find signs we can win. Okay, here we go, Chris. Check astrological signs. Oh, no, I don't like where this is going. Injury lists that show Clemson has the same number of injuries. Freak tornado that stops the game 5 minutes after the first drive where Miami scored a field goal. Chris. Not wrong. Not wrong, man. Kevin says, first time watching live. Go Canes from North Carolina. Repping an NC. Hey, let's go, Kevin. We try to have a good time, bro. We just try to have a good time. Thank you for tuning in, man. Coop, did you ever hear from the Georgia Tech guy after that epic meltdown rant? Yes, I did. C-Dog, he's struggling right now, man. He's struggling. He really felt like Georgia Tech was going to win that game. He really did. Oh. It was the best team to ever play college football, but yeah, it was a long time ago. And that's why, Melissa, I don't want people to think I'm downplaying the 2001 national championship. I don't want people to make it sound like Coop doesn't care. Coop thinks that was a fluke. Coop says that it doesn't matter, period. It's definitely not that. But I'm just saying that if your counter argument is always a national championship that was won over 20 years ago, it's tough to win that argument, in my opinion. If your pitch is, we were good 20 years ago, come make us that good again, that's tough. That's a tough argument, man. That's a, I just, you know what I mean? And you know the fans I'm talking about, Melissa. You guys know the fans I'm referring to, right? The ones that are like instantly, at least we won a natty in 2001. Okay, well, can we win one in today's times? Like, please, you know? Did we get C-Dog to 1,000? I'm about to open the phone line back up, y'all. I was asking if you guys could help push C-Dog to 1,000 subscribers. Did you guys do it? And he could have got there anyways, but I wanted to help give him like an extra push. He freaking did. He got 1,000 subs. Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, here's the thing, man. I know that you guys made an impact on his channel, and C-Dog is a good dude. He roots for a really bad football team, and honestly, I feel kind of bad for him, and he's got to be a real one to continue to root for a team that consistently sucks that bad. I'm just being honest. That's got to be tough. That's got to be tough. Let me get the phone lines open back up. The 2001 thing is always good to talk about, but these days we would have never been able to do what those guys did. Fair. Way too many targeting calls would have been committed. Best of their time, though. 100%, Nick Polly. 100%, man. Agreed. Agreed, man. So let's get it open back up. Let's get it rocking. We're gonna do not so much a lightning round, but I need to get. I'm running my mouth too much. I need to get people in and out of here and get people in this contest. That's what I need to do. Yo, we got my man Crip in the building.
Coop, how you doing?
Crip, bro, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, bro.
All right.
What about Crip?
Hey, I'm always doing good. You know, I got my car fixed, my race car fixed. I'm waiting on some new tires.
Okay. Can you update me with the Overwatch ranking, real quick?
Listen, man. I won one match in ranked. I'm not saying I lost that many, but I play mostly in quick play.
Okay, Crip, you sound like you're trying to make excuses here. I'm being honest.
Well, me and the guy I do with, we have a thing. If we win 2 matches in a row in quick play, we'll go to comp.
Okay.
You know, and that's only happened once so far.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to do it single as a support, but he's a tank.
True.
So
True. Okay.
I'm trying to get our chemistry up, and when he's up to snuff, we're gonna tackle that hard.
Fair. Okay. Now, Crip, talking about the game tomorrow. Give me some hope, Crip. Crip, I know you're a believer, Crip. I know you're a diehard, ride or die. Crip, tell me something, bro.
And I'll never pick them to lose. I'll tell you that right now. I cannot ever pick my Kings to lose.
I need something, Crip. Crip, I need something.
All right. Did you see Brown's progression in last game?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's Georgia Tech, but come on.
Yeah.
And if he gets even better this game, you know, I ain't see no nerves in this guy. He came in certain situations while TBD was the starter. So he's, you know, and as you can see, those party teams that come to party, they're leaving. So there might be an attitude change in that locker room, and we might see that on the field tomorrow.
But Crip, what about all the guys that are gonna leave in like a week or two that are still on the squad right now?
Well, you can see that some of these guys, they're probably not getting the playing time because he sees this, and if you're gonna do that, you're not gonna play, you know, and that's why they're leaving. You know, and I know we don't have the depth to match with Clemson, especially like this, but it's listen, we have the talent to stay with Clemson. We have it, right? Whether listen, there are some people there that don't have the heart, but I believe they're about to leave. With one leaves that I believe does have the heart, TBD. I don't want him to leave, but if he leaves, I hope he goes back to Rhett Lashley and SMU. But other than that, I see big things with Brown. Brown is incredible, okay? And we don't need the offensive line to block long for him because if it breaks down, he's going to run. So that solves that problem right there.
Okay. So, Crip?
Besides, it's Clemson. I'm not going to root for Clemson. I don't give a man. Especially after what you told me they did to you. After that story,
that
They
was
do
rough,
they
bro.
did to you?
Bro, that
Yeah,
was rough.
no, they get
But
no
look,
respect from me.
But look, I will say, if you want to pick Clemson, Crip, it doesn't make you not a
This is
Miami
what it
fan.
take.
Like you,
To wear the U.
Crip,
on the
there's
side of your
$500
helmet.
on the line, bro.
It's not letting me donate my joke.
know,
I want
I
a
know.
refund.
I know.
So it's up to
Hey,
you.
I have
It's your call,
I
man.
have a question. If nobody wins it, even after Pittsburgh, does it transfer over to next season?
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out because we just started this last year, and someone won it in the first year.
I know that was an
So,
FSU fan. I know. I was here. I'm here for every stream. I know.
It's a good
I know.
question. That's uncharted territory for me, so we'll figure
Well,
it out.
I thought I'd bring it up now, so at least you can fiddle with it in your mind.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, if we must, if it comes to
Well,
that.
it looks like it so far, right?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Crip. If more people call in and predict Miami Hurricanes victories, then I don't think anybody's gonna win it, Crip.
Well, listen, if I would have got the call in last week, the score I was going to predict, I wouldn't have won anyway, because the Miami Hurricanes scored a lot more points than what I was going to predict. But it was going to be a win.
Yeah, man. I need a Miami. I told this story a million times, but I see people in the chat asking who won it or talking about who won it. A Florida State fan won it last year. The one where I did the dare, where I had to dye my hair red because Miami lost to Florida State. And
that dye job was horrible.
Bro, I called the dude up and he said, "I swear to you, Coop, I am going to the gas station when I get off the phone with you, and I'm buying cigarettes and beer with this $500."
Yeah, see, that's not happening if I win it. Buying another race car if I win it.
All right, so Crip, I think it's about that time, bro. Jordan broke the cane cam, so we can't bring up the cane cam. But what I'll do
I
is
saw that.
I'll get right up close and personal, okay? And I'm ready for the winning numbers whenever you've got them.
37-25 Miami.
Okay.
Okay. I told you I cannot pick them to lose. It's not within me.
A high-scoring affair.
Yes. Yes, I think Brown takes a huge step tomorrow. Huge.
Okay. Miami victory. Crip, bro, I swear, I hope you're right, man. Can you imagine?
Right. It is what it is. We're going to stop them down. That's how it goes.
Look, listen, though. I want you to actually think about this for a second, Crip. Imagine if a 5-5 Miami comes out and plays a 9-1 Clemson in Death Valley, keeping in mind that Miami starts a true freshman. It is only his second start, and they found a way to beat Dabo.
Well, that's another reason why it could be possible, because of all these other factors. I know you think, but Clemson won't sleep, but the youth nowadays, they tend to sleep. Okay. Miami may be down, but we still have talent, and all it takes is one thing, and it may not go Clemson's way.
All right, Crip.
I'm not scared of Clemson, but when you see Miami quit on the FSU, but you see the people leaving, it kind of gives you hope that there's new attitudes on the rise.
Crip, I'm going to be honest, I still don't have any more hope than I had before we started this conversation. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Coop. I know. It's all right.
But my man, I got you locked in for the score prediction contest. And as always, Crip, was a pleasure to have you call in tonight, man.
All right, Coop.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
See you tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you then, man. All right, bye-bye. All right, guys, what we're going to do is start a little bit of a lightning round. So we're going to get people in here pretty quick so we can get a couple more score predictions. What's up, Diva? What's going on, Fred? All you guys, man. Johnny Utah, True Seminole, everybody, man. Got some late nighters showing up here. Royalty, Appreciate you guys. Neo, everybody, man. Louisville, was that Louisville Football Fanatic? Is that who that was? Coop should be at 50K, in my opinion. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll grow the college football family that big, Golden Blue dude. That'd be wild. That'd be wild, man. Let me give a shout out, a big thank you to Steve. Some of you are like, Coop, who is Steve? His name says T Kachuk me daddy.
This is what it take.
T Kachuk me daddy.
To where to you.
Thank you so
I'm
much
sorry,
for
your
the
helmet.
10, Steve.
Clemson 45-0 Miami.
Steve, thank you so much for the 10. And he said, it's not letting me donate my joke. I want a refund. If it's not letting you don't, wait a minute. Do you need to DM me this joke, Steve? Is this one where you need to, this need to be like under the, is there, Okay. Send me the joke, Steve. Send me the joke. I need to know. Thank you so much for the $9.99. I'll read it out. If the robot lady doesn't want to read it out, I'll read it out. You tell me. You trying to put it in the chat or maybe DM me? We'll see. We'll see what we can work with. Thank you very much for the $9.99, Steve. I appreciate you, bro. I'm for real, man. I am gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna talk Pokemon because it's gonna be a foreign language to most people here, Steve. We'll leave it at that. BGPO Football Funk coming through with the $1.99. He says Clemson 45, Miami 0. I do actually think that we can score a touchdown or two. I really actually do. I don't think that they hold us to 0 just because I do think that if the coaching staff is smart and they do start Jakari, I know he's a true freshman. I know he'll make mistakes, but I do think that we'll be able to move the ball a little. I do think so. You're playing Violet. I am also playing Violet, Edward. I do have Violet. And that's why I was talking with Steve, because Steve is playing Scarlet. So we're trying to trade exclusives. I know he wants that shell gone. Isn't it shell gone? Yeah. Steve wants my shell gone for sure. How do you score a touchdown on Clemson and not FSU? So here's my argument, Nick. Let's address this because this is actually a very serious question because people ask this all the time. How does Miami score a touchdown on Clemson when they couldn't score one against FSU? It's because no two games are the same. According to that logic, how did Miami beat any other teams if they lost to Middle Tennessee, considering the fact that all of those teams are technically and are not should be, they are probably better than Middle Tennessee. You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's not that because Miami put up 35 on Georgia Tech, I'm not like super confident. Georgia Tech is a bad football team, but no two games are the same. Week to week, man, you consistently see teams where they lay an egg one week and then the next week, it doesn't always have to make sense. Clemson's D is better than ours, though, and they are healthy. Still, man, no two games are the same. In that Florida State game, it's just, man, I'm telling you, Miami will score at least one touchdown against Clemson tomorrow. And I know, bro, listen, I understand your argument. Like 100%. I know exactly where you're coming from. I need you to know that. I want you to know that I get it. But I'm just saying it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to. It really doesn't. Let's get the phone line open back up. You love the show, Coop? Man, I love you being here. I'm appreciative of every single one of you. I love you, man. Steve, 2 phone calls just came through at the same time, and neither one of them are you. Why not? We got my man John O'Mara on the line. John, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Coop?
John, I've asked you this before. Is it O'Mara or O'Mara?
O'Mara, you had it right the first time.
Dang, I shouldn't have even asked. I could have played it cool. Gosh dang it. O'Mara. Okay. I'm gonna write it.
Irish way, of course. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to write it down like how it actually sounds. That way I can try to remember it. But I'm going to be honest, John, if you're in the stream tomorrow, I'm probably going to say it wrong again. So just a heads up. I'm not joking either. It probably will happen.
Hey, don't feel bad.
John?
It gets slaughtered all the time.
John,
I just got a couple quick things, and I'll get out of here and let the next person go.
Okay.
First, I know everybody is mad at Mario. They don't like what he said to the kids, about their moms can come get them. But wouldn't you think Jimmy Johnson would have said the same thing?
Tell them, John.
Great coaches are not going to let the kids run the show. That's what they're there for. That's their job to run the show, not the mom and dad, not the kids.
This is
And
what
if anybody is as far back as I am, I'm sure there are people that have been fans
Taking a
longer than me,
lighter
but
to your
I've been a fan
Christmas
since
tree if I
81.
can't get in.
And I remember Jimmy Johnson's first year. He played his first season in Miami was horrible. He got Howard Schnellenberger's team. There's no reason he should have had a bad season, except his assistant coaches were stabbing him in the back the whole way he was there because they wanted the job. Just like you're talking about, these kids don't buy into Mario's program. They came there for the swag. They came there to rep the chain and the rings and stuff like that. And the first thing Mario did was take them away. That's a whole different environment.
There's a lot of these guys that really do, like I keep saying it, resent Mario. They don't like him. It's just facts. It's just the truth.
No, and you're 100% right. And for those kids, I wish you the best wherever else you want to play. Because that's not the Miami way. That's not the way this team. Anytime that we have been great, we have been a team, not a bunch of individuals playing, but as a unit, one group, next man up scenario. If you weren't the best player, you trained the guy in front of you, trained the guy behind him to be the best player. He gave him every tool he had so that the team was better. Not so that it wasn't all about himself.
No.
I mean, I know you talked about the 01 team not being relevant anymore, and I agree as far as talking to kids stay in their house.
The guys who they started in the first half of the season
like,
are not
you
even
might as well be
starters
talking
anymore,
about the
so we're
rotary
going to
pump
see the freshmen shine
in their eyes.
TMRW. Dub
Talking
for
about,
the U.
the 01 team.
This is what it takes.
My thing is, I think they were
To wear
relevant
you
for 10 years, and the
on the side of
reason
your
is that
helmet.
is you could point to
It's
them
November,
in the NFL
bro.
and go,
Take the
that
tree
guy
down.
played here.
Don't make me
That
seek
guy
legal
played here.
action.
And these were all Hall of Famers for the most part. You're looking at Shockey and Gore and McGahee and all those guys. I mean, these are Andre Johnson. Try to point that in the NFL now. It's kind of hard to find our guys.
Yeah.
And they're not the superstars. They're not the Hall of Famers that they were.
And
so you're right. I mean,
what I don't understand is, do people really think that these things don't get said behind closed doors at other programs?
Oh, they do. They use it against us.
Do people think that these discussions don't happen? Like, I'm so confused. Is it just unicorns and rainbows at every other school and no one ever argues or disagrees and no coach ever gets in a player's face or kind of possibly suggests that they should probably transfer because they're not a fit or it's not going to work? This stuff happens everywhere else too. It just got put out there with us because of all the Twitter drama, and then Mario got asked about it in an interview, and he wants to be blunt and to the point. He knows how he wants this thing to be, what he wants it to look like, and he doesn't care whose feelings he hurts to make it happen. And I'm okay with that.
Mike Leach did the same thing. Remember Mike Leach did the same thing.
Yeah, what was that thing? Was it Mike Leach? Who was it?
He was at Texas Tech. He was at Texas Tech.
Who was the one the other day that was closing up the chairs on the sideline because he said their players didn't deserve to sit down?
Oh God! Oh, that's right. It was going to be the receiving corps.
Yeah,
they couldn't sit in the chairs because they were.
He was just going up and closing up their chairs, and he was like, "They don't even deserve to sit down." And I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. But that's a coach. I mean, they get in these guys' faces. They teach them. I don't care if you're a 5-star, 4-star, 1-star, or a unicorn. I don't care what you are. You're not better than the program.
Yeah, and tell me honestly, in what way does it benefit you when you're going somewhere to get coached up to have someone stand there as basically kind of like a yes man and tell you that you're doing well when you're not, or pat you on the back when you're not getting the job done. That's not going to end well for you in any way, in football, in your life after football. It's not good. Honestly, it's not.
No, and that's why during the bad seasons of our teams, you notice our players never progress. They're always about the same level they were when we first got them. They were never coached up. Their talent level never blossomed like you would expect them to in college, but then they end up in the pros and boom, all of a sudden now, oh, where'd this guy come? Glenn Sharp. Got people like, you start looking at some of these kids and it's like, why didn't you look like this when you played for us? And it was like, because the coaching staff didn't do their job. Their job is to get the most out of these kids that they can. And if they're not doing their job, you can't always put it on the kids' back.
John, I wish so bad. You know that I don't like being that guy. You've been on my channel for a while, so I don't pull this card often. But I wish I could say some of the things that I was told about Manny whenever I was able to connect with some people in the program when I was down in South Florida.
Oh, I've got friends.
If I could tell you some of these things, it would blow your mind, because it blew mine. And again, you guys know that I defended Manny up until the end, basically. And some of these things that I was told, I'm not talking about like a he said, she said kind of thing. I'm talking about sitting down with people that work at the University of Miami right now. And some of the stuff that I was told, I was like, nah, like you're trying to, and they were like, no, listen. And I was like, wow, okay, you're not kidding. Like, it's crazy, man. And that's why I'm so happy to see Mario taking a stand and being vocal and saying, again, this is what I want. Here's how we're going to get there. Let's do this. I don't care about who's crying and complaining about it. I love it.
I mean, I was happy today when, as much as most people like Tad Franklin and everything like that, when he left, bye. Your parents are one of the issues we're talking about. And the fact that you had the audacity to walk off that practice field tells me you're the same kid that in the middle of a game when things are tough, you will quit. You're one of those that you see them on the side of the field, just give up. And I've seen too much of that this year. You look at our kids that are on the sideline like, well, we suck. Let's just sit over here and, not try anymore because it's not worth it.
And that's why I tweeted a couple days ago when I saw fans complaining, and I said, dude, honestly, you're going to jump on here and moan and complain week in and week out about not being good. We want to be great again. Let's be a good football team. Do you want to be better or not? Because
you can't change a culture without changing the players.
Exactly. Bingo. Some big-time changes need to happen, or it's just going to be on repeat, man. It's going to be a bunch of the same stuff over and over again like it's been. What else would you expect to happen if we don't make big-time changes like this? It has to happen. It's needed to happen. So I don't understand why then all of a sudden a bunch of Canes fans are like, well, Mario's being mean. I can't believe he would do this. Look at all that. Whatever it takes, man.
Well, the woke thought process doesn't work in football.
Fair.
It just doesn't. I'm sorry if he hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that you have them. It's one of those things. You got to be tough in that game. It's if you look at any of the great coaches, they weren't pleasant. These were not nice guys. They didn't win because they patted the guys on the back and gave them cookies and gold stars. They got in their faces. They told them by themselves. Andy Reid will get in a player's face.
Yeah.
Coop's version of high voltage round is more like a sun shower.
You watch any of the pro coaches,
this is what it takes.
They get mad. They start throwing things around.
You on the side of your helmet.
So
can't wait for the Fire Gaddis crowd to show up again after we lose to Clemson.
Hell, give them some tickets. We got plenty of buses. We can roll them out. If they don't want to play here, don't play here. It's either you do or you don't. There's a reason the committed come back every year. That's why when you see the Paradise Camp and such, you see the greats there, because they feel that way about the program. They bleed orange and green. Well, if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. I mean, take your talents elsewhere. We won't miss you because you're never going to give us all that you had anyway.
Bingo.
So
I agree with everything you said. So John, with that being said, I apologize
40,
for.
Yeah, I got you. Clemson 42, us 17.
And I know it's not easy. It's not easy for you to make that prediction. I know it's not.
It's brutal, but I just don't see our offense. I mean, it's still the same offensive line, kid.
Yeah.
It's
and
the same
look at Clemson's
line.
D-line. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yep. And, I mean, I think they roll through our guys like it's tissue paper coming through. That kid better have himself ready to run the minute he's handed the ball. He better think running back first, quarterback second, because he's going to have a lot of people on his face.
Honestly, the big thing for me is getting out of this game. Which we're all under the assumption that they're starting Jakari Brown. That hopefully he leaves this game injury free. The last thing we want is a guy that we expect to be a potential front runner in a quarterback battle in 2023 to end 2 games left in the season and he gets injured because, Clemson's D-line's just eating all afternoon. So.
And there's a point where the coaching staff needs to think about that too when they're looking at it and go, hey, obviously, this is not going to be our game. Let's give somebody else out there, give them, something, but let's not kill our future either. I agree with you on that. I mean, there's a certain point where you got to look at it and be sensible. Our offensive line is what it is. Our receiving core is what it is. I mean, we got Restrepo and Latson, and then after that, it kind of tempers off a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Our defense is the same defense Middle Tennessee burned. I mean, come on, people. I mean, you're predicting we're going to beat up on Clemson, yet we couldn't handle Middle Tennessee. I mean, their quarterback, I think it was, 8 of something, but it was for like 400 and some odd yards because they were like 90 some odd bombs each time.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, you got to put logic first. I mean, could we beat them any given Saturday? That's
Co-op,
just like you
don't
said.
jinx it.
How do you say this? We can beat this team, but we can't beat that team. Well, it's every weekend. It depends on how the kids come out. The turnovers fall your way. Your guys play with heart, and their team comes out and overlooks you. Maybe Clemson comes out and thinks, "Oh, this team sucks. We don't really, we got them," and they play lackluster, and our guys play to the wall. That's about the only way we have a chance of winning, unless the Clemson bus breaks down en route to the game.
Hey, there's a couple Miami fans there. I need them to sabotage it. If they're going to do their little drive where they drive like 10 seconds, they board the bus just to drive over and then get off. Like somebody, come on, like Traveling Fools is going to be there. Slim Shady Canes. Take a look, just a little right there, just right in the tire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw off the feng shui a little bit.
Off of Cooper City and tell them I wish you the best.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go. Hey, John, my man, I appreciate you.
Thank you,
calling
Coop.
in
I
tonight.
appreciate it, bud.
Got you locked in
but
for this.
I hope they prove me wrong, but
yeah.
I just, it's hard to.
Yep, would love to be
brother.
wrong.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, have a good night, John. I appreciate you. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Another realistic score prediction here, John. I appreciate the conversation, man. That police escort won't stop them. Bro, man, I mean, if you get a committed, ride or die, diehard Canes fan, I think Traveling Fools would go to jail for Miami if it guaranteed a victory against Clemson. If he was in the chat right now, I think he 100%. I think he would go to jail for the Canes. I do believe so. Let me give some shout-outs to some donos, and then I'm doing an actual real lightning round. I promise. I promise. Definitely a real lightning round, 100%. Melissa came through with the $1.99, and she said Coop's version of a lightning round is more like a sun shower.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Brown gets hurt. 4th string QB plays. Canes fans pissed at coaches for not having playbook in place to pass for 350 yards. Fire them all.
You know it's coming, Chris. Remember on the late night Real Talk, I said that Jakari is going to come out and he's going to throw like 2 picks or something. I'm not trying to jinx it, bro. I'm not trying to jinx it. Jakari might make some mistakes. He probably will. And Canes fans are going to be like, he's not that dude. He's not as good as I thought he was, because they're looking at what he did against Georgia Tech. They're looking at the Jakari that broke the touchdown curse. They're looking at the Jakari that was almost the leading rusher in the game against Georgia Tech. Comes out. This is going to be a more difficult team he's facing, more physical team. And he's going to make some mistakes. I don't want to see Canes fans, man, calling for his head. I think that's crazy talk. Thank you for the 5, Chris. Chris came through with 5 after Melissa calling me out for the sun shower, but she's not wrong. I was going to pout and put my lip out, but, everybody might be telling me to hit the portal if I just whine and complain, right? Chris said, can't wait for the Fire Gaddis crowd to show up again after we lose to Clemson. It will, it'll happen, Chris. You and I both know that. We both know that. 24/7 Canes in the building. What's up, man? What'd he say? I saw his name in here. It's gone. Where'd it go? I swear I saw you in here, man. If you put something, re-put it. I saw you in here. Glenn came through with $1.99 and he said, Coop, don't jinx it. I think I already did. I'm sorry, Glenn. It's all my fault. Chris came through with another 5 after that. And, yep, talking about Brown got hurt, 4-string quarterback plays, Canes fans pissed at coaches for not having playbook in place, pass for 350 yards, fired them all, etc. Rinse and repeat, week in and week out. That's it.
This is what it takes.
Right? Okay.
To wear the U.
So,
on the side of
here's the
your
plan,
helmet.
guys. Here's the plan.
Hoping Mario is not Shannon 2.0. If you know, you know.
I know. Yeah. Thank you for the $2, Rocky Top Kane. Appreciate you. Chaney and Rooster can go off on Clemson. But the thing is, man, is the O-line has been struggling all season, and it's only more beaten and battered this deep in. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, we had a little bit of a bright spot against Georgia Tech, but what had it been up until that point? Like, again, I'm not just trying to be negative. I'm just saying the O-line's got to be better, and against Clemson's D-line against our O-line is a big mismatch, in my opinion, in favor of Clemson. So I don't know, man. I don't think we can come out and I don't think we can hit triple digits in this one unless it's because of Jakari. Let's talk about just the running back. The running back room, I don't think can hit 100+ yards in this game. If we get over 100 rushing, it's because of Jakari, and it's because he's having to run for his life. Just being honest. Lightning round, 100%, guys. So here's what I ask. Here's what I want to say. I've been trying to do these streams for 2 hours, and we are 2 hours and 40 minutes in. I just enjoy hanging out with you guys way too much. We're going to go like 15 more minutes. They don't want to hear it, Panama Jack. They don't want to hear the truth, and I hate hearing it too. It's what it is. Real lightning round. I need each of these calls to be under 1 minute if possible. If you want to give a spiel it quickly. Because roughly 1 minute, I want to get in, just bing, bang, boom. Get in as many calls as possible. Guys, if you're just tuning in, call in, give your score prediction. You win $500 if you get it right. Colby, what was it Colby asked? Can I submit your score?
This is what it takes.
I have to take it through the phone call.
To wear the U.
I'm sorry, Colby.
On the side of your helmet.
I'm sorry.
Only thing to look at, 4 O-line starters out. Top 3 D-line in country at Clemson.
Boom. That alone, I believe, Chris, is more than enough to win Clemson the game. 100%. Boom. That's it. Done deal. Like, I'm sorry, all hope thrown out the window. I'm just being honest. It's the truth. It's the freaking truth. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Come on, bro. Don't be so negative. You're the one that said we would get beat by Georgia Tech. Didn't give us a chance. No, I said there was a chance we could beat Georgia Tech. I did predict a loss, but that's because the Canes hadn't shown me any reason to believe they could win. Think about it. I didn't know fully what Jakari was capable of. He played in the Florida State game a bit, but he mostly struggled. So I see your point, right? But when you look at this game, I just don't see it. Like I said, I just don't see it, man. It's not me trying to be negative. If I came on here and preached about the fact that I think we're going to come in and win this game and here's why we can win, and then we lose, everyone calls me an idiot. So I have to try to call it how I see it and what my brain says. I try, okay? I'm going to open up the phone line, for real. I try to set my Canes pride aside, but a lot of times I struggle to do so. But I try. Yeah, I said we were going to lose to Georgia Tech. I did.
To where the U.
Because we hadn't shown any reason why I thought we would win.
Dang Co-op, it's almost 11. You ain't sleepy yet, haha.
Heck no, I'm not sleepy. I go to bed at like 4 a.m. I am not tired at all, Glenn. I appreciate the $1.99. Here's the deal. For people who call me out for getting predictions wrong, they never want to talk about the fact that they also get predictions wrong. Like, everyone wants to point the finger at me because I have a platform, but they never want to go back and let's also talk about games that you have predicted incorrectly. Let's talk about your full season prediction and see how close or how off you were. I'm just saying. I was wrong. I know I was wrong. I admit it. All right. Phone line's open up. It's open. Real lightning round. Lightning round. Steve?
Hello.
What's up, Steve?
What's up, Coop? Question for you.
Okay.
No one cares about natties. What's that 5 on your hat mean? Is that your IQ?
Hey, that's become my brand, Steve. So it's too I can't.
No one cares about natties, huh?
I can't back away from it. You know what I mean?
All right, Coop. I'd love to let you go, but this is a lightning round. I don't have very long. 31-17, Miami wins. Have a good day.
Guys, I don't have a button for that one. There's no button on my board for what just happened. That one? That was the quickest phone call in Coach Coop history.
This is what it take.
I'm in shock.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
The fact $500 is still around says nobody guessed it right yet.
Right, Chris? I said lightning round, right, Steve? He a man of his word. He did it. Steve didn't let me talk. Bingo. You're right, Melissa. Steve didn't let me talk. Good point. Chris came through with the $4.99, and he said, I'm going to say it again. The fact that $500 is still around says nobody guessed it right yet. That's what always cracks me up, Chris, is on Twitter, everyone says, Coop got this game wrong. First off, they won't acknowledge the games I got right. Second off, let's go look at your history of predictions. Let's see how many you got right and how many you got wrong. I'm just saying. Like I said, I'm not saying I got any more right than you. But I'm just saying. Let's see your list. I don't hide. I'm right here on YouTube. Go back and watch my videos. They're not deleted. I still got my full season prediction up you can go back and look at. I don't hide from any of my stuff. Everybody else is like, oh, Coop, blah, 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 and then they delete their comment. Oh, where did that tweet go where you said we were going to... There's this dude that always gives me a hard time on Twitter anytime I predict a loss. And that man said we were beating FSU by 50 plus. Take it to the bank. Coop, you are an idiot. Guess what? He deleted the tweet.
This is what it take.
He deleted the tweet.
To wear the U on the side of
he
your
ran
helmet.
Gotta play the freshman's man.
I agree. Thank you, Glenn, for $1.99. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. It'll have to be because the other guys are transferring. Coop, you sensitive? I'm not sensitive. I'm trying to call people out. They're trying to call me out. You want to call me out? I'm going to call you out. Hey, I'm having a good time, man. Yo, who we got on the line tonight?
Oh, isn't that what's good? Coop, this Diva.
Debo, what's up? I don't have your number saved. You've called in before,
I know,
haven't you?
bro. This is my first time getting in.
Oh, okay.
This is
Because
what it takes
I know you're on my channel all the time, but I thought
to
you
wear
had
the
called
U
in.
on
Okay.
the side of your helmet.
Yeah, this is my
Don't
first
hate
time
on
getting in, bro.
Co-op. Buy the merch instead.
Okay.
But yeah, so lightning round. So I think we winning 35-31.
Oh, in a close one. The Cardiac Canes making a comeback.
Yes, game-winning touchdown. I know I sound insane, but I think we gonna do it, bro.
All right, Debo.
Definitely.
35-31 Miami. In a close, bro. If we were to beat Clemson as a 5-5 Miami team, I think the handful of Miami fans that are there would probably storm the field. Honestly, I would.
Sure, bro. Hell yeah. I thought this game was gonna be in Miami, but I guess not. But let's see how we do it, bro.
Hey, all right, my man. I appreciate you calling in. I will save your number. That way, the next time you call in, I'll know that it's you. All right, my man.
All right, that's a bet. Thank you, bro.
All right, appreciate you, man.
All right, peace.
All right, bye-bye. Now, I need to know, man. Can you let me know in the chat? Because, again, you frequent my channel. I always see you leaving comments and in my live streams. Is that your first time calling in because that's your first time attempting to call in? Or is that your first time calling in because that's the first time you've ever been able to get through? Let me know. Let me know. Melissa coming through with $1.99. She said, don't hate on Coop. Buy the merch instead. What was that saying they used to say, Melissa? Don't hate, appreciate. Is that what it was? I don't know. Was that like a Windex commercial or something? I don't know. Thank you for the $1.99, Melissa. I agree. I agree. I think they should. They should. Glenn, new Canes fan member. Can we give a nice warm welcome to Glenn? My man Glenn, you can join us on Sunday. Glenn, you wanna pop in the late night real talk? Enjoy those Canes fan member only emotes. I appreciate you, Glenn. Thank you for the love, bro. You want to call in?
This
Colby,
is what it
what's your
takes
area code?
To wear the U.
Colby, what's
on
the
the side
area
of your
code? I'll
helmet.
look out for it.
Maybe you can get a new cane cam since I broke it.
Jordan trying to pay for a new cane cam because he did in fact break it, guys. That was definitely Jordan. Had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me at all. It was 100% on Jordan. Jordan, thank you for the $10. I will put that towards a new cane cam. Definitely. You got a call on 100? Dang, Steve. Dang. Deba, first time getting through. Oh, man. Okay. All right, Deba. Well, hopefully you have better luck in the future and we can get you in more. Would love to get you in more. Patrick, see, guys, why is Patrick hating? Why is Patrick in here hating? Patrick, who's your team, Patrick? Why would you come into a live stream talking about football and try to make things about race? Normally I cover that stuff up when people try to do that stuff and I just ignore it. Don't come into my live stream and try to make things about race when we're talking about college football. Do not do that, and I will not put up with it, man. I absolutely will not put up with it. I'm actually going to ban you for that. I'm actually going to ban you for that, bro. Do not come into my stream and make things... Do not do that to me. Don't do that to anybody. Period.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Co-op is the coach. If you don't like it, tell your mama to pick you up, lol.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Just a reminder that the cane cam showed Coop's ugly face when it broke Jorn.
Whoa. It did not. No, it did not. No. Steve's making stuff up, guys. Steve's making stuff up. John, thank you so much for the 5. You're right. Coop is the coach. If you don't like it, tell your mama to come pick you up. And that's what just happened to Patrick. Patrick's mama just came and picked his butt up out of the Coach Coop YouTube stream. Gave him a little 1-2 on the behind. Taken him to the house so he can go sit in the corner. Bad Patrick. Jeez, man, coming in here trying to make my streams about some kind of... What the heck, bro? Like, did anybody else see that? Or was it just me? Absolutely wild, man. I can't believe these people sometimes. Chris re-upping the Canes fan membership. Level 2, by the way. My man Chris showing me mad love tonight. He said, can we set up bookie betting line and offer 2-to-1 odds on anyone that takes Miami heads up against Clemson? No, wait a minute. Hold up. I said I wasn't going to do this. Chris, thank you for re-upping the Canes fan membership. Wait a minute. Okay. Where's the betting for Miami? Give me a second here. Okay. Oh, okay. So right now, if you were to go in and just do a straight money line bet on Miami, that's at plus 680. Bro, if you're ballsy, man, if people were feeling like really good about Miami, I'm not condoning betting. I'm not telling you how to bet. Oh, you like, bro, Coop, Miami's going to handle business. Like, I'm confident enough I'm going to put $100 on Miami. You turn that $100 into 680. I'm not telling you to go bet. I'm just saying. There's opportunities are everywhere. You know, if you're real confident. Steve, he's lying. Steve's lying. Steve also coming through after I just said something bad about him. Re-upping the Canes fan membership for 2 months in a row. Steve, I appreciate the love. Hi, Patrick's mommy. Hey, can we all wave to Patrick's mommy since she had to come pick him up? They're going in the minivan. There we go. It's one of those Dodge Chrysler minivans. There he goes. Hey, he's in the back seat. He's crying. See you, Patrick. You went with the duck. I went with the grass cat. Phone lines are open back up. What's up, Chris? Sorry you're late. No problem, man. We're doing a lightning round and then we're wrapping this thing up. Actual lightning round, guys. Bing, bang, boom. Quick, fast, lightning. Yo, who we got on the line tonight?
What's up, Coop? Angel here.
Who we got? Sorry.
It's Angel.
Angel. Okay, how you doing tonight, man?
What's up, man? Calling here from Polk County.
Polk County. All right, man. Hey, you're down that way towards where Lance grew up.
Yes, I graduated from Lake.
Okay. Awesome.
In a minute.
All right. So, man, Angel, what I'm going to do, I didn't have your number saved in my contact list, so I'm going to do that after the stream. That way I know it's you when you call in the next show. But we're doing a little bit of a lightning round. I'm sure you heard. So we're trying to go quick, get the score predictions in so we can get you entered in to win the $500. So if you have the magic numbers in mind, I'm ready.
Got it, man. It's going to be 31-30 Canes.
Oh.
I know it's high hopes, but that's how we're going to do it, man.
Okay. Angel coming through. Another Miami bro, Angel, I was not expecting any Miami victories predicted tonight, and it is by far Miami fans picking Miami. I mean, I get it.
Listen, I got some hope with Mr. Brown. I mean, that guy's a dog, and
This is what it takes
he's hyping up his players around,
to wear to
especially
you
the running
on
back.
the side of your helmet.
Canes 21, Clemson 38.
Okay. All right. Angel, I appreciate you calling in tonight, my man. And I very much hope that you're right. Very much.
You got it, Coop. Go Canes.
All right. Have a good night.
Sir.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Did I do good? I think I nailed it on that one. Did I do it? DJ coming through with the $9.99. He says Canes 21, Clemson 38. That's closer, DJ. You're more aligned with where I'm at. There's going to be a lot of hype for this game, man. The views reflect that. There's going to be a lot of hype going into this game just because people, even though Miami is in the dumps, people still kind of want to gauge how deep Miami is in the dumps. You know what I'm saying? Coach Lightning, let's go. Thank you for the 10, DJ. I appreciate you, man. Let's get it back up. Let's get the phone line opened up here. You're betting on Miami? Okay. All right. You have the score prediction. Colby, you told me your area code. Can you put it in the chat one more time? What's going on, James Kane? Can you put it in the chat one more time, Colby? Okay. I did try to cut you off. I did, Jordan. I did. I tried my best. I just can't cut people off. Coop, you stream Pokemon on Twitch. I actually am not going to stream this generation of Pokemon, Edward. I usually do. I usually stream it on my Twitch channel, and I decided not to because I didn't want to have to get distracted by the chat. I wanted to fully immerse myself in it. But I am going to stream ranked competitive matches. So if you want to follow my Twitch channel, Edward, just type in Positive Gamer Live. Positive Gamer Live, all together, one word. All right, guys, I'm waiting. I'm looking. Phone line's open back up. It's open, y'all. It's open. Come on, come on. It's open. Let me refresh it, baby. Coop running his lightning round like Miami 2-minute offense, slow and sloppy. I'm about to show y'all something. I'm about to show you something like you've never seen before on this channel because I'm cutting this thing off at 11. If you want to get in, you better call right now. Come on. Come on. Right now. I just refreshed it. Let's go. Yo, yo, yo. Who we got on the line?
This is Colby. How are you doing, Coach?
It's Colby.
My
go,
favorite Slav Olympian, Coach Coop.
Now listen, I think that you have did you call in one other time?
It's my first time calling in.
First time. Okay, so it wasn't that you called it. Now listen, guys, you're making fun of me not doing a lightning round successfully. I know, but I have to tell you this. This is the one man. Okay? The guy that's on the phone right now, Colby, in the chat, Canes fan member. This is the one man that can throw a mustard bottle further than me.
Yep. CJ Stroud has nothing on me.
I could not best him. I gave it my absolute best shot, and I think you still beat me by what? At least a good 20-plus yards, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I don't know. That's your words, not mine.
I'm pretty dang sure it was. It was like it was 15 degrees outside, 20-mile-per-hour wind, and bro. I tried.
Yes, it looked like the Buffalo Bills stadium today.
Man, I'm so bummed that they moved that.
Did you see those pictures?
Did you see Did you see the comparison though of them saying they have a player that's like 5'7" or 5'8", and he would literally be under the snow, if they didn't plow it. It was so funny.
All right, Coach Coop. I know it's a lightning round. I'm gonna give you my score prediction. It was harder to get in this chat or this call room than an 18-year-old at a titty bar. I'm gonna go with 38-16. I'm sorry, Miami fans. Clemson.
Okay.
All right, Coach Coop. You keep doing you. Love your channel. Keep it up, brother.
Hey, Kobe, I appreciate you, my man. I got you locked in.
Take it easy, man.
All right, have a good night, bro.
You too.
Hey, listen, guys. No. Guys, listen. I had to tell you that story. I competed against Colby in a mustard bottle throwing competition with 20 other people. Guys, I'm not kidding. Y'all think I'm trying to troll and I'm trying to make up some kind of funny story. Ask him. I placed second in the Coop, spit it out. I placed second in a mustard bottle throwing competition, and the only person that beat me was Colby in the chat. 100%. All right, back to the lightning round. If you want to challenge me to a mustard bottle throwing competition, Steve, I can sling it. I can absolutely sling it. Yes, there was a competition throwing mustard bottles, and both of us entered. What's going on, Brian?
What's up, man?
The Apple guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
All right, I'm gonna give you my score, man. I know you're doing lightning rounds.
I hope you don't.
My score.
I hope you don't take offense to that, though. It's just a joke.
No.
Okay.
It's all good, man.
Okay.
All good.
I'm
I think
ready
it's funny, actually. 45-10, Clemson.
Yeah.
That was a hard one for me. You know me. I'm a diehard, but I think they're gonna put a hurting on us.
Yep.
I don't know.
I agree, Brian. I agree.
I don't want to think that way, but I mean, I'm hoping for the best. But man, I don't know. After that whooping from Florida State and Clemson's, yeah, it's going to be ugly, I think. But we'll see. Never know.
All
right, I'm gonna get off so somebody else can get on there really quick.
All right,
Thanks
sounds
for
good,
having me,
Brian.
man.
I appreciate you.
All right, later.
All right, bye-bye. Boom. Look at that. Look at that, man. What was that? 15 seconds? 20 seconds? Easy, bro. Easy. Hey, what's going on, William? How you doing, man? We are live. Yes, I actually was going to end this stream an hour ago, William. But here we are. Here we are. Lightning round, y'all. Lightning round. Coach Coop, lightning round is back. Let's go. Let's go.
This is what it takes.
Yo, what's going on, Javier?
On the side of your helmet.
Hey, man, look, I'm going to tell you this right now, man. I've been calling for 260 times, bro. And while I'm watching you on my YouTube, I'm watching you on YouTube, but on my TV, man. So, but I've been hearing everybody on my TV, their score predictions, and, you know, I'm over here trying to call, and it's been like almost 260 calls.
Hey, the important thing, Javier, is that you're here now, right? Now.
Yes, sir.
Javier, this is a lightning round. So
yes, sir. I understand.
Everyone's trolling me because they
31 to 26, man.
4?
31 Miami Hurricanes, 26 Clemson.
Okay. I knew Javier was gonna believe. Javier cannot not pick the Canes. So, hey, Javier, I appreciate the love, man, and I got you locked in.
Yes, sir. I will go into details, but I'm gonna go into details in the comments.
Do it. I'll look out for your comment. You can give an explanation right after this call. All right. I'll look out for it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, Javier.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Bada bing, bada boom. Call me Mr. Lightning McGee. They call me Lightning McQueen. That was stupid. That was really stupid. I'm getting delusional. All right, couple more. Yo, Chris came for life. What's up?
Finally. What's going on, Coop?
Chris, now you see them giving me a hard time because apparently I'm not very good at lightning rounds. But we are going to prove them wrong. So, unfortunately, I do actually have to rush you a bit because we're trying to get just as many in here as possible. Somebody's going to win it this time, Chris. Somebody's going to win it this time. I'm ready for the numbers.
This is what it takes.
27-21.
On the side of your helmet.
Co-op, can we make a video montage of all the horrible calls that Ohio State has had in their favor over the last 20 years?
That's a heartbreaker, Chris.
YouTube have time limit?
I know. Because at first it was 27-24 Canes. 27-21 Canes. But I don't know, man.
All right, Chris. I got you down, though. 27-21. You know $500 is on the line, so you got to go with your brain. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. I know. Shit sucks, but I pray I'm wrong.
I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, Chris. Yeah. Hopefully next time I can get you in sooner so it's not a lightning round and I'm rushing you off the phone. So.
Oh, no, it's no problem, man. I'm about to go ahead and go to bed.
There you go, man. Hey, you got a long day tomorrow, right?
Yeah, nothing. You know, because grocery shopping and watching the game.
There you go. All right, man. I appreciate you, Chris.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, Coop.
See you later.
All right, later.
Oh, no. You're good, Chris. It's impossible to time that stuff because the delay is always different, right? So you might donate one time and it reads the message out in 5 seconds. The next time it's 30 seconds later, you know? So I want to see what you said, though. Coop, can we make a video montage of all the horrible calls that Ohio State has had in their favor over the last 20 years? Does YouTube have a time limit?
Coop, imagine leading Clemson by 14 and on our second interception the goddamn turnover chain comes out collision let's go.
Wait a minute. Wait, this is too much to process, guys. I think we're going to have to end this. Like, wait a second. This is the two things that just happened is a lot to process. Okay, first off, Chris, YouTube does not have a time limit. I've seen people upload a 24-hour video before, so we will do what we need to do, Chris. Chris and I are talking off stream, and we might potentially cook something up for you guys here soon. Whether that actually involves Ohio State or not, I'm not 100% sure, but we will find out soon enough. Thank you for all the love and support tonight, Chris. Angel coming through with the big $9.99. I got to read it out loud one time, man. I know the robot lady already did it. Let me read it out loud one time here. This one got me. That was a genuine laugh from Coop. Imagine leading Clemson by 14, and on our second interception, the turnover chain comes out. Let's go. Well, I'm done. Like I'm actually done on that. Like I'm not kidding, guys. I'm sorry. I know that I couldn't get everybody in. I think I did a pretty good lightning round there at the end. Probably the fastest you've seen somebody take phone calls on this platform. I'm ended on that note though, bro. Like 100%. I can't keep going after that, honestly. Conversations tonight were great. Man, everybody brought some solid points that we got to joke around tonight. We had times where we got to be a little more serious, and I really truly just enjoy these, man. It's funny because every single stream I do, I tell myself I'm gonna cut it off at 1 hour or 2 hours or something like that. And honestly, it's not about views. It's not about money. I just have too much freaking fun hanging out with y'all. You guys are cool people, honestly. Even hey, hear me out. Even the Florida State fans in the chat, the Alabama fans, the Georgia fans. Y'all are cool people, man. And I just love hanging out with you guys so much. I don't want it to end. But it does need to end at some point because I need to prepare for tomorrow. Miami versus Clemson, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will be live right here on the Coach Coop YouTube channel. I will have links if you need them. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to hang out on Coop's virtual couch and react to the game. That's what we do. You can call me Coach Lightning from now on. I agree. I think that's accurate. I do. Rick Best, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Keep in mind that even though we discussed the Thad Franklin departure in this stream, there is a video going up about his departure immediately after this stream. And it's because I recorded that video 30 minutes before this stream. I know that's a mouthful, but we already talked about everything I talk about in the video, but I'm still going to upload it because way more people watch a 5-minute video than the amount of people that watch a 3-hour live stream. And I understand why. You know what I mean? Most people want to digest stuff, consume it in small portions. So, you know, people might skip around on a 3-hour stream and not get to that point. They might not see it. So in order for me to avoid getting 20 DMs tonight about did I see that Thad Franklin transferred, I'm still going to post the video up after this stream. Javier said, Coop, I'm not sure how the QB shuffle will be, but one QB will be injured, one QB will be benched. The last will finish the game. UM versus Clemson is like UM versus FSU. Bigger the stage, more UM show out. Hope you're right, Javier. I hope you're right, Javier. But man, this college football family here on YouTube is the best thing ever. The best thing ever. You guys, I have people tell me all the time that I help them through the day. You guys help me through the day. You guys help me more than you know. And we'll enjoy the game tomorrow, hopefully. And then we'll be the last regular season game for Miami after that against Pitt. So enjoy these games, guys. Enjoy the atmosphere. College football is slowly coming to a close here. I say slowly. It's literally almost over. We'll have the playoffs and all that stuff, but Miami won't be in the talks for that. So just enjoy the moment, guys. We're going to be pouting and whining and crying and complaining in February because there ain't going to be no college football. So you guys know what we do. I need to give a huge shout out to the two guys that owned the board tonight. Nick Polly 48, and Chris Gaffney. I appreciate you guys for tying the top single donation spot. Blanket thank yous to everyone. It would literally be impossible for me to go through and thank every single person individually because there was so much love tonight. But know that I mean it when I say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the support, the subs, the donos, and the Canes fan members. So I'll post that video after this. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the game. Come on, the OG, show everybody what's up. I'm not even going to say it. I want to see. I want to see the OGs show everyone what's up and show them what we do at the end of the stream. Yo, show them. Hey, doo-doo. Appreciate you, bro. Show them what we do. Do you guys know? All right. Go Canes. I'll see y'all tomorrow.